Ladies and gentlemen, we are live and back at it again, folks. It's a Monday. It's the Monday after Mania, and we got so much to talk about, so much to get into. It's going to be a crazy night here on the show. We're promised some stuff, so we're going to get into it. We got to talk about Mania. We got to talk about crashing out. We got to talk about all the fun stuff. So make sure you get in the chat, strap in, strap on, grab your snacks, grab your feel good, and let's go. Ding, ding, ding. We are live and back at it again, folks. Like I said, we are the Wrestling for Life Network. This is another live stream as we bring you the WWE RAW after Mania. And again, we are the channel that just does more live streams than anybody else out there. We do it on a different level, and we're happy to be back at it again. We're feeling it. We got a bit of the Monday hangover, but we are ready to go to see what all takes place. Lots to talk about in the wrestling world. Of course, we're going to talk about Mania Night 1, Mania Night 2, Mania as a whole, and we're going to talk about a whole bunch of holes. But it's going to be a fun one here on the channel, and we're looking forward to it. Get in that chat. I see you filling up already. It's going to be an exciting one. Coming off an epic week for the channel where we just blew out all the numbers we could, and we did more live streaming than we could really shake a stick at without pulling all-nighters. We did as much as we possibly could, and it's been a fun time. Me and that pretty face heavy for the next few hours. We don't know what's going to happen. No matches announced. We know some people are going to be here tonight, but what will Raw bring? What will the new season of Raw bring? We will find out together, but I will take a second to remind everybody out there, I am Mr. Overnight KJ White, the Iron Man of YouTube. That is Big Nick.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, the Wrestling for Life Network proudly brings to you its YouTube tag stream champions of the world, the Every Night Delight, KJ White. I am Big Nick, and yeah, my God, did you enjoy that off season of all the way from the end credits with Cena right before the post-show media scrum started and everything? But yeah, my guy, we got all the things to talk about.
Lots. It hasn't slept for a second. I mean, the wrestling world is a buzz. Again, I hope you guys out there are part of the WFU because the IWC is eating itself alive as always. Nobody knows what they like. Nobody knows what they feel like. I will say this off the hop. We have a new predictions champion. I will announce that during the pre-show tonight. We also have a couple winners from the games that we played this weekend. We will announce those as well. So we're looking forward to that. That's going to be an exciting one. And again, congratulations to all those participated. We'll have some honorable mentions, but we'll do that in about 10 minutes or so. Where do you want to start, Nick? Where do we dig in? Like the feast of plenty. I feel like we're at a buffet of bullshit.
Fair enough. I don't know if that counts as word. I don't know if that counts on the YouTube algorithm lines of curse words. It's so funny because I was hoping to volley for serve towards you when you fed it right back to me because it's
right.
My cup is runneth over. There is a plethora of do we start with night one, work into night two, work through Mania overall, and work as we get closer and closer to Raw? Or we know what's on the tip of your tongue?
Well, why don't we throw this out to the people? I mean, let's start with Mania 41 as an entirety, as a delivering, as if it was one big event. How do we feel about it? Are we excited for it? Did it do justice? How, is things working for you? I don't know. But overall, I think the weekend was successful. I think there was more bad than good. It's just some of the bad really stood out of where it was and what it was. But overall, I think they achieved their goal. They came in, they swung hard. Some things went off great, some things not so much.
Overall rating, show as a whole. I know we did the collective, but if you had to give it a straight out of 10 number rating.
Out of 10, I'm in and around that 7.5 mark. I gave it a B- last night, and I'm still kind of sticking to it. Again, it will not go down to history as one of the best WrestleManias ever. Doesn't mean it was overly a bad WrestleMania. Maybe Triple H's weakest one overall because he got away with 39 and 40. But 41, again, maybe left a little bit to be desired.
Yeah, but night 2 was really good. And I mean, it's coming off of an anniversary of it coming out of 40 to where that's where you're going to have a lot of your surprise run-ins, your big, huge moments because it is an anniversary. I think actually, O'Shea Jackson, Little Cube, Crush
That
Cube into the Ice Cube had a really good take on overall the grand scope of WrestleMania. I'm in that like 8, maybe 8.5 range if I'm a bit higher. Surprisingly, because I felt pretty low on night 1, but night 2 for me didn't miss a beat.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I saw a lot of people of like, the last 10 minutes killed the whole thing. I don't think that's fair. We talked about maybe a mutual dislike of the tag match on night 1, but there was good stuff on night 1. That main event on night 1 was epic. You almost wish it was the main event of night 2, maybe. But night 2 kills. I mean, Damian and Priest showed out. I thought it was a hard-hitting match. Even to the point where they got Damian being carried out after the match because he was so beat up, not by Stone Cold, which we'll also talk about. Can't wait.
I got my neck brace on standby.
Right. I think that the triple threat, the women's triple threat might have been the match of the weekend. Huge result for Io, the first ever Japanese-born talent to retain or defend a title at WrestleMania. I thought that was super cool. Again, I think there was a lot of twists and turns. Joe Hendry. Can I say this real quick and then you can respond?
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Someone out there hears my voice and you think what happened with Joe Hendry was anything but amazing, perfect, wonderful, I'm sorry. You may be dumb. And I want to make that very clear. The people that are trying to splash it out there, he just did a job, and there's the dub flexing on TNA again. It's stupid. It's a stupid take. It's dumb. Ask Joe Hendry. This man was emotional. This man is pumped. He did a WrestleMania match with Randy Orton. He doesn't give a fuck if it's 2 minutes, 4 seconds, 55 minutes. He got a huge WrestleMania moment, and some of us would be blessed to have an RKO from Randy Orton in front of 60,000 people. I think AJ Francis even said it. If that is getting buried, sign me up next. Like, I don't get it. That to me is a flawless victory. So anyone that tries to put that negative spin on it, you can put that in your pipe and smoke it.
Oh, well, on that one, and you did bring some other stuff if I can remember it that I want to touch on. As far as the Joe Hendry thing, I think that's definitely Anthony's Mania moment of the whole weekend and everything. Absolutely. I've never seen that man's face lit up that more like a goddamn Christmas tree. And even then, it was an impromptu match. They weren't exactly anticipating. There wasn't supposed to be some goddamn build to it or anything.
No.
It was a huge moment for Joe. It was a huge moment for TNA that tells me you don't actually watch TNA. And you already had a narrative in your mind that if any sort of WWE talent goes over a talent from another company, that it's a burial. Because it was so big and such a moment that it was one of the most clippable, replayable, memeable moments and everything of that man he turns and then eats an RKO. I like people that were like, we'll be right back. But even then, Randy Orton sits there and turns around and hits the same pose and everything, almost putting the man over of like, you have one of the vets, the OG, triple OG. Bottom line Hall of Famer Randy Orton out there getting a pop because he's hitting the Joe Hendry taunt and everything.
Yeah. No, I mean, again, I don't get it. I don't understand. And maybe some people are just simple out there. And if you're sitting at home right now saying, screw you, man, I thought it was stupid. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that you don't get it. I'm sorry that it didn't land for you. I'm sorry that you don't realize what an epic deal it is. Randy Orton, one of the best. What was supposed to happen? Joe Hendry comes out in a match that he wasn't planned for, then wins, goes what? I know in some companies, everybody goes 15 minutes strong, no matter what part of the card you're on, but that's not how it should be done. Randy Orton took a young guy, a guy with a lot of aspirations, a guy that deserved the moment, earned the moment, worked for the moment. And that's exactly how it should have played out. I popped. I was happy. That's just one of the things I saw today that I was just like, holy shit, there really is no level of how stupid we can get as a wrestling fan base.
I mean, I live in America, but I digress. But yeah, we wanted Rusev, or we thought we might have gotten Rusev, and said we got his lawyer.
Right. I saw that going around as well. So that made me laugh.
But
But
like, what again? You brought up the best point of all of this. What did you want the outcome to be?
right.
Then what if that's a burial? Then what was the best outcome for you? Joe goes over on a match he wasn't supposed to be in a company he doesn't work in.
Yeah.
Like he still looks strong. He still got over. Think about it. Joe Hendry had a goddamn WrestleMania moment this year. That's
Yeah.
just really cool as it is. And for all the people, I don't know who Joe is. Oh, why they just bringing out this random guy? Then that ain't for you, I guess. I don't know what more at this point to tell you.
More people cheered for Joe Hendry last night in the history of TNA champions. No TNA champion has ever got a pop or reception like that ever. Period. Like, talk about greedy. We give you this on a silver platter, but we as fans, not even the person involved, we as fans, we want more. Stop being so greedy. I think that's Little Cube had said that as well. Stop being greedy.
Give to the needy.
Right? The famous words of DMX. Stop being greedy.
Arr, arr. I didn't even realize that. But yeah, shout out to OG, the Lady B agreeing with us. And I guess we'll now segue into that of greedy fans and everything. I don't actually really dislike the main event of night 2 as much as it seems like everybody else does.
I rewatched it.
You rewatched it?
Yeah.
I don't think it's that bad. I think it was meant to be more of a moment. Like night 1 was the better match and had a great moment. Night 2 was a bit of an angle, was a moment and everything. That's even when he came out. Again, reminder, this is the guy who said you get nothing, who said I'm going to ruin wrestling, and you're mad that he ruined your wrestling match. Let that sink in for a minute.
Yeah. I said this on Twitter today, and I stand by it. Did I like the finish? No. Everyone's big contention is two things. One, why Travis Scott? Why? And again, maybe it was like, maybe Travis Scott doesn't get a 5-minute entrance to interject in a match. Maybe he just jumps over a guardrail. Maybe.
Well, we got Travis Scott when people wanted The Rock, which is still weird to me. Again, yeah, it's don't get mad that you fantasy booked some shit and it didn't happen. The Dwayne thing was weird. It should have never started. We talked about that.
Yeah.
The Travis Scott thing, I think, well, just Travis, your music's all right. I've heard enough of it to last me a lifetime after this weekend. Hey, maybe you fiend yourself over there instead of inside of a wrestling ring. But I think it's people wanted The Rock, expected The Rock, and we got Travis Scott.
Yeah. I think part of it, the sentiment is definitely there as far as like last year we had Taker, we had Cena, so this year it was just Travis. Like that's what it almost felt like from a lot of people, which is fine. But we can't just keep doing that every year. Like here comes the main event and here's 12 run-ins. I get it. Now, that being said, if The Rock was going to be there at the beginning, The Rock should have been there now. One of my criticisms of John Moxley and the Death Riders is the fans keep saying, or the experts say, give it time. They're telling a story. And my argument is, well, if the story fucking sucks, I don't care where we end up. And for me, this idea of, well, I know The Rock wasn't there last night, but hold on, you don't know what they're doing. It's Mania. It doesn't get any bigger, even if he popped in and this continues. All right, maybe. Now, some people said, well, The Rock sent Travis because The Rock's the final boss, so he sent a minion. Like I said, I didn't love how it finished, but I think they knew we weren't going to. And listening to John Cena today on Pat McAfee, they're laughing at us. All the internet fans, like some of these articles, this clickbait bullshit. Fans demand Triple H step away, and fans, like, bullshit. Who? What fans are you talking to? You and the 3 guys in your basement.
Meltzer, John Cena at the press scrum after the whole event was gold, was the best of this. Again, I agree. It was not the greatest match. It was not the best ending to a Mania ever, anything like that. Right. But we can't exactly be mad that the guy who said he's going to ruin wrestling ruined wrestling. But when he's out there, I feel like that's a clickbait question, and I'm moving on, and just does that with literally like 4 questions, and then just leaves. This is clearly very much you're trying to pin a narrative,
right? Like, I'm here just so I don't get fined, Nick. Like, I mean,
Love
that's
it.
all that is to me. I think that he's playing even on Pat today. Like, when they were talking about nondescript stuff or overarching stuff, he would answer. When they were like, so, you know, what's going on, like with Travis and I don't want to talk about that. I don't want to give anybody a misconception of what I'm up to. And it's just this, again, it's got me interested. It's got me intrigued. But I, you know, again, to throw out all of last night, to me is ridiculous. There was so much good in there. And night 2 was better than night 1. Night 1 had the better main event. Night 2 had the worst main event. But overall, they did well.
You don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. If, you know, night 1 can still be salvaged because of how good the main event was, then you don't get rid of all of night 2 because of what you didn't like, what you didn't fantasy book in the main event.
Right. I mean, no one predicted Dom was going to go over as a babyface last night.
Dirty Dom.
What happened? What
It's
happened?
amazing. I love it. That is Tony Schiavone almost feeling that'll put butts in seats, but no.
What happened?
Someone had to leave this weekend being he's our scumbag, and that's now Dirty Tom. That's the thing is he's gotten now. It's the next in line for Judgment Day. It was Priest of, you know, you're such a heel that we love you. It was Rhea that you're such a heel we love you, and I think it's now Dom of like he's our scumbag. We want the mullet. We want to see Latino heat out there.
Right. Now listen, and we'll touch on this, and then we're gonna say hello to the people, and I'll announce some winners from the weekend. But I kind of did this little project today of like, according to just some Cole's notes for the old people out there. According to the IWC, Cody is boring and Mania had a terrible run. Cena sucks in general and then shouldn't be here. Roman is overrated and is a part-timer, and the Bloodline is overrated. Seth's annoying. The Rock is an egomaniac, fucking everything up. Becky is Becky Hogan. Charlotte is garbage. Bailey is an absolute mess. What else we got? The New Day is awful. Logan Paul can't wrestle. Jey Uso can't wrestle and is just an entrance. The Bloodline storyline went too long and sucked. Punk is a cancer. Liv can't wrestle. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I present to you a problem. If everyone on the card, if everyone in the company sucks at their job, what have we been watching all this time? There is nothing. I can't find, like, literally, that is just a gist in a couple minutes of notes of the rhetoric that's out there. It is bullshit. It is insane. It's malarkey at best.
We got bamboozled, swindled, shystered. Yeah, no, and I feel like that all might have came from the same account. But yeah, no, again, it is subjective. You can be critical of things, but at least be based in reality, folks. At least a little bit.
What I find terribly ironic, Nick, is if it sucks so bad and if it's so terrible and nobody likes it and everybody in it is shit, why are they selling out every building? Why is everybody tuning in? Why is Netflix super happy with the numbers? Why are we here covering it? Why do we blow up the chat every night when we do this? I mean, again, it's just this weird hate watching that I don't quite comprehend. And that's why we did the WFU. That's why we are the Wrestling Fans United, because we want that. You cannot like something. I did not like the finish last night. I did not like certain other things. That's allowed. But this idea that just everything's garbage, why, you know, what are we watching for then? And that ties into fucking, you know, little man JD from NY. Like, you know, that little pipsqueak. Again, I called him a jellyfish, and he is, because he just flip-flops. He figures out whatever the latest online trend is and then just goes with it and screams. Right? So one day AEW sucks. Remember, this guy 2 weeks ago was demanding, I hope AEW goes out of business. Now it's the WWE's fuck. Triple H doesn't know what he's doing. He is the perfect example of this IWC mark that can't help but be angry about everything and raging, screaming at a wall. Nobody's listening. Like, it's fucking ridiculous. And eventually that shtick will run dry.
What I heard you say is, so John Cena was right all along.
Yeah.
So John Cena's a baby face.
Right. So again, I'm not taking pot shots. I'd happily say it to his face.
Oh, you didn't take a pot shot. You straight down the pike, my guy.
great. Like, again, it's just the man that used to wear an AEW hoodie to critique WWE wrestling now doesn't like any of the wrestling. So go do House of Glory unless Sasha's there, because then you're not allowed. But I mean, realistically, go watch fucking Japan or whatever you like. But maybe you should cover gymnastics or the dog show or Antique Road show. Wrestling doesn't seem to be your thing.
Well, we haven't talked about this yet, and we've got to still say hi to the people and give away all the gizmos and gadgets because we got about 6 minutes now.
Shit,
but yeah, very much someone else that we definitely got to talk about, mention about people taking shortcuts and all of that. And we see it right there with certain people that have been said and other people who shall be not named. But definitely there's people out there that take shortcuts that are, just out there, holla holla.
Right. All right, people. Before we rapid fire through the hello in the roll, I forgot what we were doing. I will announce our new predictions champion coming out of WrestleMania weekend. The man actually won 2 of 3 shows. But Scott Rizzo, congratulations. He was number 1 on NXT, and then night 2 we actually stole it. Some other people, there's a lot of honorable mentions, but a lot of people out there really played along. But then we do have 2 winners for the sing-songy with Anthony, a winner of some swag. You got to reach out to me, send us a DM on either Twitter or X, and we will hook you up with some swag.
That's the same thing.
But yeah, 6 Pass Ronin, an old friend that's been hanging around a long time, bangs out 35 points. Honorable mention to Lady B, Mega, Spikes, MDB was in there, Jules, Alexis. So that was awesome to see. And then, of course, we have the emoji game, and it actually goes to the former predictions champion. MDB stole it. He sucked at the music, but he was definitely better at the emojis. And MDB comes in and gets himself some swag. So congratulations to both of them. Big shout out to all those that played along. Danny, Outlaws, Timmy, Swimmy, Swami, Swanson, Samson. We're probably going to say hello to some of these people out here. Damien was a beast all weekend, came up short, but hell of a night. But yeah, so both Ronin and MDB, say hello, and we'll get you some swag. But yeah, pretty cool.
I didn't win an award with my duet with Anthony. Damn.
Dude, you definitely should have gotten an award for how reserved you.
I was trying so hard. I was the good boy. I didn't bark.
Adi, how you doing? How you doing? Eric, welcome back. Again, I'm going to rapid fire. If you say something important and Nick doesn't catch it, put it back in the chat. Use the super chats, the super stickers, all that fun stuff. But Eric's with us. Christopher, I see you. Maddie, Damien, the leader of the Hope PM tribe. Cherokee George, welcome. Cherokee's got all the things to say. C Money, J Boy, Rocco, Christian, Andy, how you doing? Boston, Saffit, Wrestling Proud with the 4 lives, love it. Eat God, he was in the mix for a lot of the prizes. Jules had a great weekend as well. Wow, last 48 hours. And we do have to realize that WrestleMania 41 is trending like a mofo, whether you loved it or hated it.
Well, yeah, because they're caught up in legal fees there and everything. So.
Well, they won't be. We can talk about that.
No, well, there was multiple occurrences of people like, how much can I just try and get hurt here? You got a $1 billion deal out there with Netflix. Give me some of that Netflix money.
Yeah, some people were trying to report the WWE's nervous about legal action. We have the lady on tape faking it. Oh, no. Bullshit. We see you.
Yeah, but I mean, at the same time, you see Austin who can't get out on the ramp or anything.
What was Austin on? Like, it's like he missed. It wasn't even close to the ramp.
He was on that Broken Skull IPA. That's the thing. Real American beer. You can still drink and drive.
It's like I missed my highway cutoff of like, fuck, we'll just get the next one. He just kept going. He just like, fuck it. There's got to be another stage. No,
I got to stop somewhere.
Right? Backed up. They had to drag him out. The golf cart ran over a lady, but it was her fault. I don't care what anyone says.
Oh, when it's
bitch, like, what are you doing?
Oh, literally, I had some I showed that to the missus. Her first response was, "Move, bitch, get out the way." Somebody did an edit, and somebody sat there and was like, "Was Rikishi driving this thing?"
Oh my God. Bruiser, what's up? Safid, how you doing? Christian, welcome back. Wrestling Proud. Scott Rizzo, once again, congratulations on the Predictions Championship. And hell of a weekend for you, sir. Timmy, how you doing? How you doing? Mike's with us as we are a minute away. Jules and KC had a lot of fun this weekend. Welcome back. Mike, good to see you. Boston, as always. I think I said your name. Kayfabe, how are you? How are you? How are you? MDB, the former MDB Hogan in the house, the former champ, still trying to scoop up other belts.
Bro, that's a whole other topic.
And people hate Becky. But I mean, again, if Charlotte's garbage and Becky's garbage and Bayley's garbage, what do we do? What do we do? Some of the best female wrestlers we've ever seen. They all suck, according to the internet.
Because it's a lot cooler and you get a lot more clicks, and you get that, sweet Elon $2.30 because half a dozen people commented onto your tweet about how Becky sucks.
Right. It sucked as a whole. I feel bad for the people who paid their earnings, and I would disagree with that AR1. I would, but that's allowed. Wrestling Proud, good to see you. Mike, we got you. Timmy, we got you. Sean Reed's in the house. Eat God. Chris, welcome back. Daniel Berry, Sports Highlights 316. Good to see you. Rodin, a prize winner. Congrats, sir. He was in there. He was swinging at all the guesses. I know Hendry once KO was out. Chris, I mean, Anthony kind of willed it to happen. I know other people think they did, but I blame it Anthony.
Facts.
Oh.
I got dun.
We're going to get the start of the show in a second, folks. I will continue saying hello to everybody. And again, we'll try to get to your comment. I got then.
I have now.
No. You can sync up at home.
Forever. I stopped.
Forever. And we are together.
Together.
Right, yeah, perfect.
Yeah.
Chris, we got you. What is gonna happen tonight? What will kick off the show? No matches. No matches announced.
No matches needed almost, I feel like. It's an easy instant flame starter. No matches needed.
Right. Sin Rock, good to see Mr. Noob. Always a pleasure. Bailey is garbage. Jesus. Consistent Noob. ABJ, what's up? Anthony, how you doing? The hypocrisy of Anthony was on a war path today, fucking people up left, right, and center.
Yeah, apparently everybody woke up and just chose violence today. They just came out swinging.
Oh, listen, again, love it or hate it, it generates more reaction, more money, more response than anything out there. And again, it doesn't matter, how people think or feel. All day today, this was lit up like a Christmas tree. So they're getting the job done one way or the other. We might not love it, but I do remember being a young wrestling fan, Nick, and going through some weird nights where like Vince goes over and we got to go home and deal with it, or like Austin gets screwed out of something, or whatever it was. The good guy, like we've had nights like last night. It's just been a while. It's been a while since the company said, "Bye, see you tomorrow."
Yeah, well, imagine that they're selling instantly into the next show and everything. Who would have thunk it that you're going to end still with a big moment? Not everybody gets to go home with handshakes, hugs, candy, and smiles. Sometimes you got this little weird taste in your mouth, pause, and then you got to figure it out when you wake up. That's double pause.
And just in case you haven't heard it enough yet this weekend, Fiend. Let's go. Let the Yeet era begin as we're getting all the recaps.
Yeah.
Becky is not garbage. She's always been, she's been away being a mom. So like, should Becky retire based on the fan reaction? Like based on the toxic fans of like, just quit her job? Like, why can't she come in and wrestle? Like, where else would you put the top people?
She did what she was supposed to do. I thought for the longest time she was going to show up at Mania and at least have a match with Lyra. They set it up for the match with Bayley. Becky kind of halfway put it out there. If it's funny how that kept getting shared around to where that she said she's done wrestling for a while.
Yep.
And then instantly the second Bayley can't wrestle, it's got to be Becky. It's got to be Becky, right? Becky's right there.
Give me some Lyra. Lyra and Becky will defend the women's tag titles tomorrow on NXT. We will be live for it. As again, we're getting all the clips, WWE World, a very edited Stone Cold Steve Austin clip, the return of Becky. What's up, Liam Major? Mark's with us.
Right.
What up, chat? Oh,
no, I just see RBC Television Center saying Raw is starting to make sure to watch the most greatest wrestling channel on YouTube right now.
We appreciate that. RBC Television. I don't know if you've been here before, but at least you know of us.
Yeah, but you have heard of us.
Right. 1, 2, 3 kid is in the house. Bash 8. Hit and run mania. So funny. So dumb. Key one, what's up? Like literally saw fans being like, there goes typical Fed just running people out. Like, what? Like
known hit and run artist, the WWE.
Like known for running over fans.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Right, trying to weaponize every little aspect. It kills me.
That's really what it is. It's goddamn engagement farming. It's the shortcuts in content creation and everything. How can I just say some bullshit that'll just get people to click because it's rage bait?
Oh, for sure. Who did Jey Uso hit?
My heart? I don't know. Like Jey Uso, number 69, number Yeet in your playbook, number 1 in your heart.
Right.
As we're getting the replay of Cena winning 17. Again, I'm still surprised. So the guy who said he was going to ruin wrestling, and we're mad about it. He told us what he was going to do. You get nothing. That's why he comes out. No Titantron, no colors, no nothing. You get nothing.
I think, there's Paul Heyman, he woke up and chose violence today. Picking on
I guess he never might have slept and still was having violence because I guess the roast happened. I heard a bit about it. And
oh man, he was threatening that, he was telling people they were going to get deported. He was asking Michael Cole when he's going to Jacksonville.
Well, that was just McAfee. I'm saying he has still had the roast that I guess will probably allegedly never see the light of day. But I guess Heyman was out there catching bodies and everything. Yeah,
apparently they're just burying this thing. I want to see it.
And that'll be in the vault from 20 years from now. We'll get to see the WrestleMania 41 roast.
The pop for Dom as he will take on Penta.
Dirty Dom, dirty Dom.
Right, what up, Kyle? Stand and Deliver was fire. That's fact. That may be one thing that got swept under the rug a little. But Jey Uso is in your city.
Right.
Still in the same city, actually. They never got out.
Facts.
Bum, bum. Fill up because Amplified is another one.
Or BC.
Not sure.
I don't know if you say Beaky, whatever. I think that's what you were going at, JD.
I bet it's Meltzer. It's Meltzer and a whole bunch of his constituents, his like-minded, brain-dead people.
As we are starting off with, again, you get nothing. It's so cool, but it's uncool at the same time. Like, you literally it's like goddamn Jay-Z on the Black Album coming out with this shit.
Well, I kind of I stepped back today, right? And I was like, fuck, I really didn't like that. And then I'm like, they know we didn't like it. I said it, every time somebody on the internet crashes out, John Cena gets another fucking Maserati. I don't know what it is. They know we're pissed. This whole backwards belt, the towel on the neck.
The guy who said he was going to ruin wrestling, and we're somehow fucking surprised.
Right. Absolutely. Adam saying when AEW pissed him off, he stopped watching. And again, I mean, the ebbs and flows. If last year, we left on a parade, Cody being carted off and everyone's happy. People got to remember, guys like Dave LaGreca are getting paid by the dub to push their narrative. So he's more than happy to scream exactly what the fans are supposed to be screaming right now. And again, they know, and the addition of Travis Scott was almost even more insulting. And they know. I don't like it. I don't think I was supposed to.
A little bit. And that's the thing, is people forget that. It's such a big moment. But Anthony, what up? Cena still wants to ruin WWE. Yeah, exactly.
He said he's going to tune in tonight and see how I ruin it. They gave him pyro, though. Big pyro.
All the pyro. God damn.
WrestleMania felt like WrestleMania 2000, disappointing because main event night 2 received, and having such a stacked roster being disappointing in the part. Absolutely. Do I think it hit the mark as far as like bullseye? You nailed it. You have all this talent. You used it well. I don't. I'll be honest, guys. But I mean, again, it's just some of the rage kills me.
It was a good but not great. Like, that's the thing, is no one out here is saying that it's like the greatest WrestleMania of all time or anything, but it's very much just, it wasn't the worst of all time either.
Oh, Cena's pointing. I guess he wants a microphone.
Fair enough, but
from NY is a grifter. It's jellyfish. Hashtag jellyfish. He be spineless like a motherfucker.
Patching stuff. Spaz out here with a $10 super chat. King and Sticky. That's never going to be a thing for us. I know the W4 Life chat is a palace of positive peeps and Patricias. So please come check out my latest pod. That's a lot of goddamn peas. God bless my pop filter.
Right.
WrestleMania 41 weekend ruled. Get over it. Now we're your vid and pod. Big love. I like the title of
right.
WrestleMania 41 weekend ruled. Get over it.
Again, it is what it is. I'm excited to see as he's making. What is this? He's got a note for the ring announcer.
Your last real champion, probably, and all that. Because that's the thing, is he said on McAfee and all of that. Well, I'm taking this last little bit of lineage of wrestling, of this bit of history in wrestling, home with me. Yeah. I'm taking this part for me.
Is this how we get away from 2 belts? We go down to 1 belt forever?
No, we bring back not the big W belt.
Okay. Yes.
The greatest of all time, the GOAT. NC JC17. God damn, that's a good nickname.
The last real champion.
Bro, they're going to have all the last real champion merch, and everybody's going to buy this sugar honey iced tea out of it.
Yeah, the IWC is so rough. Again, like, I mean, again, it's just a weird thing because it's a unique form of entertainment, guys. And I know we personally get invested in it. I just want to see fans online, like, killing each other over, like, the latest movie. Like, fucking relax. Breathe.
I can't believe that they used that hue of blue on Superman's suit. You sons of bitches.
Winners write history. What up, Kiwan? Maddie, wrestling is hot. It's cooking. Again, the debate is fun. I love it. And don't get my chastising of the world as rage. It's more just shaking my head like a disappointed papa.
Right.
I almost did a miracle thing. Shit.
What?
Let's go. Let's go. It took forever to go through all the votes, by the way, guys. I hope y'all love me. We're coming up with a new system where you guys can vote and I don't have to think.
That's not how a functional relationship works.
Is that how you treat your wife?
I'm not married to you, John. Are you proposing to me?
Is that how you treat your kid?
Just because you show up in a good mood.
I don't know, but I'm pretty sure if I tell my partner to go straight to hell, I'm catching one.
But again, I think everything that we've discussed now for almost 38 minutes has pretty much proven John Cena is more right than he is wrong.
Right. Oh, hashtag Dave was right. If that's Dave Meltzer, kill me.
Whoa. What? No.
Dave's rarely right. I love the spiteful trying to they report things that just happened as if they were the ones that told us it was going to happen behind a paywall. Go behind our paywall now. Joe Hendry's on WWE. Wait a minute. What? We see him. We don't need to read your shit.
I have eyes.
Right? Put all of them on blast today. Fuck them all. Amplified, ban me. Because Amplify be banned me from his chat. I don't know who that is. So
Fair
maybe
enough.
Whatever.
I was trying to hear what the crowd was saying. It sounded almost like they were saying, "We want Cody."
They might not get Cody.
Wow.
Let's do a quick once over. Oh,
that's an arena full of the sorriest lowlifes I ever done seen.
All right, what's up, Roll Tide? Laura, good to see you. Paul, welcome back. Jules, got you. Brother Fluff Salisbury as John Cena is in the ring.
Has Cena gone to the point to where, like, I love him as a heel almost. Like, I like it. I know I'm not supposed to like it. I get that as they're chanting asshole. I get that I'm not supposed to like it. But goddamn it, do I almost want some more of it? I may be an anus.
Did you
has that ever been uttered?
He told the world today that the fans bullied him into getting transplants in his bald spot. I loved it.
You think you're going to be the crowd to crack me? Well, even goddamn it, he was on McAfee, even pointing out to Pat, you run out of everything to ask about me. You're asking about my physique and all that.
Right. Be fair. Far be it for me to be the confrontational type, but check wiki, wrestling ticks, check your fire breathing, googly moogly machine. All in ain't hitting 117, 30, 80. One more for the good guys. Again, I mean, it's hard to talk shit. It's a weird thing when you're like bragging about a show that's going to do a third of that or not even a third of that. But nonetheless, I digress. What's John Cena saying?
He is 36 dates. They have it pulled up of he's got 36 dates left. Netflix debut. Indianapolis. Yeah,
look, he's counting down.
Oh,
it's counting down. London.
What? What? What?
What?
What? They brought back the what? What? What?
We're down to 27. What's up, Denisha?
But again, like that's the thing about this. Everybody that didn't fully was so excited about this is John Cena's last WrestleMania. Well, that was some goddamn bullshit now, wasn't it? Right when they walk out of it. 27 dates left. That's what John Cena's got left.
You say I can't wrestle? I don't have to. I just have to show up and do this. I'm done.
0.
Like sands through the hourglass. These are the days of the Cena.
That's such a good line that I wish. Well, because commentary can't say anything, but just he sits there and says, when that counter hits 0, the professional wrestling timeline stops. He's taking all of this history, the Lou Theszes, The Rock, Triple H, Undertaker, anybody that's ever won a world championship in WWE before that timeline ends with me.
Right? So this heritage, this lineage. So now it's this, who can save the history, the legacy of WWE in 27? Every number goes down. The urgency for someone to beat him becomes greater.
Yeah, it's literally now you gave everybody a countdown clock. You gave everybody a shot clock.
And I don't think he's losing that belt until that clock's at 1.
Fair enough. The Last Dance.
Oh. Called him bastard.
That's so good though, because he talks about Cody and they start to boo and he says, "You heartless bastards."
Cody might come back as a heel, Nick.
Don't look at me. Don't look at me. I've been saying it for a little while now.
They got the organic flip, and I thought that's what would happen if they put these two together. And you're right. Like, I mean, you talked about Cody going heel, and I thought it was too soon. Now, it won't be till later, but I think the next time we see Cody, it really could be heelish. Cena's murdering.
Oh, 100%. But I didn't expect we were even going to get it this way. I almost thought he would have been here versus Cena being here. But it's still crazy that he brings up Cody and they boo. And he's got to be a homo. Why are they saying me for? Like, what did I do? I was supposed to be fighting for you. Like, that's the same thing he did on SmackDown of, this is who you fight for.
It's the personification of everything we talk about here. Like everything we ranted about for the first 30 minutes of this stream tonight. Mm-hmm. That is it live in color. Like that's exactly what we're talking about. Like one day you cheer, the next day you boo. Where is the fans' resolve? Where is the we're going to hold on to something? Someone's going to be our hero. So fickle.
We've become John Cena. What I was going to say, but I think Live in Color is the band that played.
It's true.
Real champion.
Oh yeah.
Randall Keys.
Let's go.
We knew we were going to cross this bridge, and you go into St. Louis.
Let's go.
And you're going to main event Randall Keith taking on John Cena for the world title.
Let's go. That was so good.
The crowd, the camera, the hard cam was fucking shaking. It was that loud in there.
Let's go.
And we thought he was going to go at Cody, did we think, with Randy? But no, I'll go take out John first.
The crowd on their feet. And again, John runs his mouth. And you're like, well, what's going to happen here? And Randy pops up in the background. Let's fucking go.
Randall Keys. But again, I'm telling you, they already did the whole poster for Backlash. Randy's out there, St. Louis. Your main event of Backlash 2025 will be John Cena versus Randy Orton.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't think anybody is that. Like we've talked about this at length about the possibility of Randy Orton. We knew he was the poster boy going to St. Louis for Backlash. We knew that he'd probably get through a good match with KO. Didn't happen, but we still had his moment. His 20th WrestleMania, by the way, and he lays out the champ. And I don't think he's winning at Backlash, but I think it's going to be fun to get there.
But 100%, Cena will win in St. Louis, and that being John. That'll be seeing Randy versus John in St. Louis, Randy's hometown, and he eats an AA. Yeah, now John's even more of a heel, and now again that countdown clock, that timer to doomsday clicks down one more notch. So now we've only got 26 dates then.
Sorry, I'm caught up in this complete moment. I agree with you, man. But Randy over as all hell. And I mean, God, it was almost like, thank God somebody shut this guy up. And it was the perfect shot. They did it so well. Randy just comes up in the frame. What is he wearing? Riding through this path.
All alone. Yeah, but it went so well. And trust me, I saw you jamming. I was trying to still finish my thought and not sing along with you. But even it was so loud, and the reaction of the goddamn hard cam was shaking.
Woo! What a start to this one, folks. Cena's run is going to be top guys trying to save the belt, and it will end with Punk saving the belt. That's long-term story. That beautiful. I'm beautiful.
Oh, goddamn! That's just replay.
Yeah, we are getting a replay of last night. Becky Hogan returning. People not happy. She picks up a belt. I mean, you know what's funny? The mid-card, those tag titles get shit on all the time until Becky got them. Now they gave away like this big prize. Like, wait, you said they were worthless a minute ago.
Right? Yeah. No, that's literally, it's funny. I popped like she was showing up on TV right now, and it was just a goddamn replay.
Right. No, I love that, Boston. I think that's a very good possibility. Great start to Monday Night Raw. There's your Backlash main event. All right, one answer.
Alexa Bliss or no Liv. Well, you can't tell me they are. You see their entrance. It's from a distance. It's not too far off.
Okay, we're getting a match, but they haven't announced any other than one now.
Well, no, we've got half of one.
Did the announcer just say the following I
think he just stopped at following.
I think you only got to have a contest out, and you guys can figure out what that means, because I know I can't say that here.
Oh.
So we get a women's tag match? Bailey got backstage. Yes, she did.
He announced both of them, so.
On the weekend, she got jumped. Becky replaced Bailey. Triple H went out of his way on the weekend or on the press conference to say, don't worry about Bailey. She's fine. She's a pro.
Yeah. So we're getting Liv and Raquel. We're getting a rematch from last night right now. You're so muted.
I hit the cough button. Win it back. Win it back tonight. Folks, I'll put a poll up. How do you feel?
I don't want to feel your poll.
But it's lovely.
It's not my style, my guy. It's not my style. The artist, what up? Championship match. Bailey with the interference. Then she's what? Then she's part of Judgment Day? Did Becky take her out to get her spot?
Right.
Win it back.
I do have Liv in the ring cutting a promo and praising Dom.
Oh, yeah. You got the goddamn no commercials. I got commercials.
Right. So, folks out there, who you taking? Are you taking Liv Quill? Are you taking Lear Key? Let me know.
There you go. Larry with all the capital letters saying, KJ Nick, you listening? I said Randy versus Seba if won when Cody Cena was announced.
Yes.
Sure. Good on you.
Oh, is now Raquel cutting a promo in Spanish. Yeah, no, I mean, again, I think this is very much something that we talked about is like, if John Cena winning at Mania wasn't the issue that people had. It was Travis Scott. It was like this outsider fucked up WrestleMania. And they might kind of be right. That's fair. It was weird for me too. But John Cena was really interesting because like Boston just said, now you can kind of run through the greatest hits. RKO. You can work all the way to Cena. Punk. You have other guys on the docket that, even if Rusev does come back, John Cena beating him one more time for shits and giggles. It's very possible.
We 100% thought that at babyface or heel, we were going to at one point get the greatest hits for Cena on especially his retirement tour. He's the Derek Jeter, the Tom Brady. He's stopping at all the places and getting all the gifts presented to him and everything. And now that he's this heel character, and now that you get nothing, and points out even the countdown clock now, essentially, and you said it perfectly, we've got X amount of dates, and then if we don't beat Thanos by X amount of days, it's a goddamn comic book. If we don't beat the bad guy by X amount of days, then the whole history of wrestling leaves, and the last real champion walks off in the sunset. Yeah.
It's good. I'm in. I know people are a little bitter right now, but this idea of it will come down to the final day, which remember, he's already announced for October, folks, and he's been on the record saying December he ends. So we get a few months of Cena just playing keep away, and every time we see him, that counter goes down again and down again. And you'll hear Michael Cole say, who's going to save WWE? Who's going to save the fans? Who's going to save the history? And it might be Cody Rhodes. It might be CM Punk. It might be Randall, though I don't think so.
Could it be one Thanos has to take out another Thanos of just it's Roman Reigns?
Oh, interesting.
Well, that's the thing is we now have so many interchangeable pieces here. We've got, again, this is goddamn MCU out here. I'm not Kevin Feige. I can't figure it out.
Right. Rusev is in main event talent. I mean, when you bring a guy back with a whole bunch of pop and circumstance, I would agree with that, though. I mean, again, you're not wrong, but just under the light. Fluffy has been there all. He officially works for WWE. He has not left. He's been in the same chair.
Christ, now, could you not have a better ambassador?
Right. Rana, I don't know who that is, so I'm going to go find out.
You're going to go Rana away. Is KJ. But yes, 100%, folks, we're back from commercial break. At least I'm back from commercial break. We got the Pat McAfee DLC right there, right in front row. To take down Cena, it has to be someone you can run the gauntlet in the next 10 years. Braun Breaker. Oh, that'd be really interesting. As I've got Gigi and Tatum, speaking of interesting, but right there, ringside of, they're getting a scoop here because they're going to be facing the winners of this essentially tomorrow night. Well, even with with Braun Breaker, it's interesting because anyone that caught the Paul Heyman interview on McAfee show and everything, still from WWE World and all that, he even mentioned about, well, he might have to, go shopping for some other talent, some other people to associate with and everything. And very much the crowd started barking and all that, and he didn't exactly answer saying he wouldn't be interested in a Braun Breaker. But I've got Becky and Lyra out here right now. And again, still, we've said it enough at this point. I don't agree with the whole comparable of Becky to Charlotte and all of that. I get that because they were part of, the Four Horsewomen, what have you, and they've both been pretty much the top two, especially in WWE, out of it. But again, to me, it's treat each case individually. And I've never agreed with the whole Becky Hogan thing. It feels very to me of we liked you until you got where we wanted you to be, and now we don't like you because you reached where we wanted you to be. A bit vibes. We even just saw it recently with Jey Uso until he literally won. Yeah. Becky Hogan is real as no. She's a women's tag team title holder right now. See, it's so foreign coming off my tongue because when's the last time anyone actually really honestly cared about these women tag belts outside of it got you internet points, honestly. So her coming back and showing up and winning this and everything, we wanted her here. We had talked about it. We were hoping she was going to show up, and she didn't earn that spot. She's still Becky goddamn Lynch. She's still earned being a top talent that she is. Like, that's the thing is, why are we going to falsify this goddamn claim that we cared so much about the women's tag belts in WWE to where they were sacred ground, and now Becky comes back and wins it, and because Becky won it, that it's an issue now. She's just burying talent, all of that. For crying out loud. Breaking news, Michael Cole just said Bayley has a torn labrum and separated shoulder. I did not hear that. All the internet WebMDs were telling me that Bayley was completely fine, no injuries. They should have just had Gunther pass out, not top out. That's the whole different discussion. I agree with the results of Jey versus Gunther. I'm not a fan of the finish of it shouldn't have been that quick, and I don't even agree that it should have been a tap out or anything. I think it should have been just literally he just bombards him with splashes and just momentum. They just yeet him, literally. They will him to victory with their yeets. Would have almost been better than just literally I lock it in and you're gone. Like Gunther doesn't tap people out that fast. And that's how fast Jey Uso tapped out Gunther with his own hold. That's my issue. It's not PG, but we try to at times at least be PG-13, but it is what it is. He came from Top Rank Boxing AR1. What Hassan? Hi, Hassan, what up? As Raquel just tossing Lyra on Liv. So again, let me know who you got, folks, in this match. So for those who are out there, it's Becky Hogan. She didn't earn this spot, what have you. Are you going to be happier or, even more upset if she turns around and loses these titles the night after she won them? But who do you got winning? Do you got Lyra and Becky? Do you got Team Ireland or Team Judgment Day? Who you got winning here? When I go in another commercial break. Bailey comes at Money in the Bank tournament. I think that there's going to be definitely one clear favorite when it comes to Money in the Bank. And it's, not talking about the women's, in which, by the way, I think they announced it officially today that Money in the Bank will be out there in the Inuit Dome in LA. But Karrion Cross, and I don't want to go fully into this topic until KJ's back, because 100%, we've already been saying for the longest time, 2025 is going to be Karrion Cross's year. And boy, howdy, if you aren't paying attention to him now, you're missing out. Because he might have had the best moment post-Mania, literally the first viral moment. I don't even know if he exactly likes that fact, but has the first big moment heading into post-Mania, into the next, I guess, new season, what have you, the next new road of WrestleMania. Scott Rizzo would have liked Lyra to be the one taken out so Lyra can focus on the... I'll give you that. All right. I can't really argue too much against that because I was the one out here of you brought in 2 new mid-cards and didn't have any of them actually have a WrestleMania match outside of in a match not for their belt. So I'll give you that. You could have had... That's what I thought the match was going to be all along. So I don't get why this, getting upset at Becky being here now, because even then it would have been Becky showing up to take on, a champion for a mid-card belt to almost kind of help bolster that division. She's not going for a world title. Gunther tapped out to the Uso choke. He tapped out to the Kata Jame. You think I will be upset at Spanish Rachel winning gold? Come on, son. Well, MDB, you just, allegiances lie where they lie, I guess. There's no way Becky doesn't turn heel tonight. Tonight, I would say not likely. Overall, at some point, maybe so. I wouldn't say tonight. Right now, it's a feel-good moment, despite what Twitter might have you, or certain accounts on Twitter might have you think. But it's a feel-good moment that right now, when you've got a lot of heel traction in WWE, having a few feel-good moments that stay feel-good moments, I think work. Money in the Bank on June 7th, Saturday. Fair enough. Thank you, Dale. I wasn't sure, and anyone can correct me or confirm me, that they announced that it's going to be at the Inuit Dome. It's going to be out there in LA. Nick, you got mad at some botched match. Let us have our grievances. Fine, I'm not. You can have that. That's even what I'm mad at. There you go, MDB. You got my blessing. The day after Easter, you got my blessing. Where's Stoner Jesus? He's got to make it official. Rollins, Becky, now Orton, title shot. I see what you're doing, Triple H. Do tell, do tell. Or are you just saying that he's putting over his guys and gals? Dummy Dom getting too cocky and Finn Balor gets him DQ'd. Oh, what now? Are you watching the right match, sir? We got part of Judgment Day involved, but not Dom or Finn. We got another Irish wrestler, 2 Irish wrestlers actually. But I got Becky dumping. Now she's stomping out there on Raquel and Liv in the corner. Thank you, Archbishop Nick. Well, T's and P's, I guess, to Pope Francis. Can I now, submit my application to be the Pope? Can I be the Pope of wrestling? Can that be a thing? Is that a title? Is that a title anyone's had before? I'll be the Pope of wrestling. Well, no, you had Christ, you got Bishop Don Juan. Well, no, he's Bishop. You had what's his name there? He was in ECW. You had Pope De Niro. Yeah, that's Elijah Burke. So there's been at least one Pope in wrestling. Penta fighting Dom, right? No, not at all. Not at all. That's not the match at all. How did you get there? We're getting, right now, I got Becky with the manhandle slam on Liv Morgan. There's not a male to be seen here outside of even only the official, yeah. I got Raquel pulling in, living in the corner for the tag. Yeah, Elijah Burke, thank you, yeah. Pope D'Angelo. Yes. I was getting there. I got there. Pope was in TNA. Wait, all right, yes, absolutely. So I wouldn't be the first Pope in wrestling. Maybe I'll be the second. Christian, what up? Next time for WrestleMania, I want to sing you, Christian, respectfully, my guy. You got a connection with me saying Ricky Martin. What, explain why, my guy. But I got Raquel right now with both Becky and Liv up on the top here, looking for the double superplex. Oh, like we haven't seen the. Oh, so Liv powerbomb. She pops up and powerbombs Becky out of it, and now Lyra's going to get her spot with Raquel. At least we avoided the big ass Tower of Doom spot. Oh, Bird Lady plucking them feathers. Raquel with a fall away powerbomb. Baylor to AW, I can see it. What? Literally, just because they don't get booked for one fucking night doesn't mean they're leaving the company. Again, you don't work there. Like, why the sudden, like, AJ Styles loses to Logan Paul, and again, I have to see half a dozen tweets of people saying that he's going to AEW. Like, he's still assigned to a contract. He still works for WWE. What the? As we're getting This Is Awesome chance as everybody's down right now. You was Pope Nick, and yes, definitely be no argument there. There you go. We're out here reestablishing, face. Christian wants to revive Menudo. If Adam Pearce resign as GM of Raw, can be the Pope? What? All right, enough Pope talk. As Lyra's trying to get Raquel up. Raquel looks so much goddamn taller than her, and I know she's not quite that, but yeah. Oh, tornado DDT. JV, not because it's first time. Think of all the new talent coming in. Let the poor girl get her paper somewhere else. Yeah, but she's still under contract. Like, she still works there. So if it's green smoke, Nick is Pope. Yes, folks. Larry, 100% confirming it. I know I said enough Pope talk, but now I got Becky out here fighting Liv. Yes, if the smoke coming out of the Vatican, the smoke coming out of the Vatican is green, then I'm the new official Pope. Kevin, what up, Raquel? Lady B, get your Pope member in hell. As the late Ralphie May said, Pope on a roll. Yeah, I love me some Ralphie. 100%. Shark, Barracuda. The open water joke from Ralphie May is amazing. Yeah. Spanish Rachel is looking handily tonight. Well, you're going to have to fight Braun Strowman for that, my guy. We don't know if she can get on her contract. Maybe Shanna Petit. JV, quit trying to get this woman fired. Like, quit trying to move her out of her own job. Quit trying to tell her she's to quit her job. Aesthetically, Becky Lynch is ruining this 5-star. Oh my God, MDB. What has she done that's so egregious, Meltzer? Bam right in the kisser. Power right in the kisser. Is that not exactly a tag, but so I got Raquel grabbing at Liv's getting mule kick to goddamn Becky. Raquel eats an elbow, but takes out Becky. So Liv's now set up perfectly for Lyra. Do they literally win it back? Liv plants Lyra 1, 2, 3. They literally won it back the night after they lost it. Wow. I literally didn't. I was so. All right, there's no way that they're going to do that. I was so deaf to that. Aloof. I wasn't out there. Everything that was a possibility. I'm out here. So we're so mad at Becky. See, she won the tag belts, so they don't even care. They're not. And they literally now have them win them back right the night after they lost them. Are the people who are mad that Bayley wasn't there more or less mad? I want to know. If you're one of those people, let me know if you're more or less mad. Good result, bad result. Should the match have happened? Why did we get the WrestleMania replay and the different outcome? 0-1, living dumb. You don't need knee pads. Becky gonna turn heel now? Oh, could that be? Boston Sandy loves that. Damn, spike like a lawn dart. Absolutely. 100%. I mean, her hubby just turned heel. She's now patting her on the back. Absolutely. Now it very much feels like she's got to just. Does she kick her in the groin? Does it matter if she does it that way now? Yeah!
Oh, the turn!
Power right in the kisser. Power right in the kisser.
I timed it so well. It's like she's about to beat her up. Now you have a reason to boo her. There you go,
You
fans.
screwed me. Well, and again, hubby just turned heel and she's out there cackling like him in the back, about him. And now, do we get a new fashion? Do we get, the conglomeration, the congregation?
About adding beef.
Whoa, I was going to say something, but I can't say something. Wailing away, wailing.
Yes, Boston, yes. Lads, go beating the shit out of Bird Lady. Knocking the feathers.
Plucking her dry.
What?
What? I said plucking her dry. She's plucking her off.
Right, same idea. Same sentiment. You said the same thing differently. Lyra's beside herself.
But so how do you feel just even before this? That they had them win the tag belts, to have them lose the tag belts, to do this?
Yeah, I think I'm okay with a little bit of hot potato. I've talked about this before where, manhandle slam. It's a Huranagi. So lame.
Well, now, since she does the Rock's move, do they get involved with the Rock? Seth, does the pedigree. He's the corporate guy, this, that, the third. Are we trying to spindle this all together?
Yeah. No, this is great. She's going back again, and the crowd pops and boos again.
Again, fickle fucks. You fickle fucks. Like, do you dislike her? Do you like her? Is she the woman you love to hate?
I think so. I mean, again, I think there's this thing nowadays with somebody that achieves greatness. If they're around that greatness too long, the fans turn on them. It's almost jealousy. It's almost spitefulness. And I think Becky, because she's for so long now been around that heavyweight title picture, the world title picture, that people just doesn't matter what she does. They're good, but now this is good. You dig into that. Plus, you help get Lyra over. And again, so Becky comes back last night. We agreed. Becky coming back last night, she's not going to return and then take an L. So she wins last night. She gets her Cardona moment. And the next night, she gives the belt back. Great.
But overall, she could have returned and had the match with her if we're going completely fantasy book, and she didn't even need to be in the whole tag match and this, that, and the third. The tag matches don't matter. Lakers in 5.
But yeah, Lakers in 5. I think there's this double-edged sword with the women's tag belts. Use them so they feel important, but if you use them too much, remember, we don't like them because they're not important. It's a double-edged sword, right? Like,
they're important but not important. They're in a tier. They're in a tier.
How do we make them important if we don't use them, right? Like, it's the same thing when they talk about undercard guys. Well, so-and-so is just a mid-carder. Well, now he's being pushed. Like, you got to understand that everybody has a starting point, and if you don't take the next step, you just stay on the step you're on.
Put one foot in front of stoop. Kids afraid to leave a stoop. As Gordon Beardizer said, now we need Seth and Becky versus Punk and AJ.
Let's go. Let's get personal.
Got emotional with it as we got Spaz with a $5 super chat. We had Stephanie with 2 belts. Bird Lady had 2 belts. But don't sleep on Sol Ruka, the NXT North American champion and the WWE Speed champion.
Touche. But thank you again for that super chat. But Artist here makes me laugh because lazy ass booking. To me, he actually worked harder than he had to. Like Nick just said, we didn't have to go all the way. We didn't have to do all this to get here. It's the opposite of lazy. It might be silly.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's literally been this whole goddamn situation. Well, it's the same situation that they did with the women's fatal 4-way on Stand and Deliver. We went around the block instead of crossing the street.
Right. Becky versus Bayley. Now, Liv and Raquel said they did not take Bayley out. Could it be that Becky took Bayley out? Now Bayley returns, and it is Becky versus Bayley?
That would make sense. That's your nice little first feud. You get Becky versus Bayley. You get 4 horsewomen on 4 horsewomen. Doesn't have to be a title feud for everybody out there that says that she's Becky Hogan and all of that. I still always don't get that fucking comparable to her and Charlotte. I get why it's there, but to me, it's individual cases. But yeah, that would be a good, solid first feud. She's not at a title, but yeah.
Speaking of titles, and Karrion Cross just standing around with a big old smile on his face, but the New Day rocking new gold. They give.
Well, I brought this guy up briefly a little bit while you were on your pause, and we haven't talked about it, but boy, howdy do I want to talk about it, especially now that you're back. Karrion Cross out there cut arguably the promo of his career, or at least the promo of quite some time, and follows it up, and it feels very, is it a shoot? Is it a work of just, again, we've said it for a while. Karrion Cross is on that trajectory again of just let that fucker out the gate and he'll run wild. But him out there it's very much of, am I going to take a shortcut? Am I just going to go and be a YouTuber? You know what Bill Goldberg told me as advice? Be a good soldier. You know what being a good soldier got me? It got my time cut. When they came and asked me about great ideas, they said, no, we just asked you for good ideas, not great ideas, because great ideas go for them.
It was great. And then even to go as far as saying the guy in the suit and tie in the truck, go fuck himself. Like, to me, it was hammering it home. And I think they're doing a good job. And people can tell me what they think out there. They're taking a lot of what we're saying online. And I know everyone ran with this, like, your opinion doesn't matter thing, but that's not what he said. Gable. But
commercial.
Yeah, Gable's got a mic. But a lot of people talk about, like, Karrion said a lot of what the fans have been saying. Why aren't you pushing this guy? Why aren't you using this guy? He even made fun of where he was wearing like the BDSM suit.
Well, when I was in the time beyond and everything, trust me, it wasn't that fun.
Right. So yeah, I think that This was great. We talked a lot. I think both you and I agree. Karrion could be a guy to watch for 2025. And for them to let him go that route and do it on Mania night and say, how dare you? Why am I not on Mania? This is bullshit. Again, it looks like there's a lot of confidence in him. And my God, the guy's a good promo. Let him roll. Let him go. Give us Karrion back. He gave his entrance back for a reason. I like this a lot.
Oh, absolutely. Even points out, there's 25 years of wrestling history between us two, right?
Yeah.
I never asked to fight Randy. All of that. You're not going to have the guy in his hometown where he made his break into the business or anything on the card at all. So 100%. I think he's going to be sent to the goddamn moon. I think he wins Money in the Bank briefcase. I think he very much could compete for a world title. I think he's really now hitting his prime stride. And I think it really does play into, I know he said the guy in the suit, and we all figure it's the guy with the nose. Oh, fuck yourself. But that now he's able to really kind of be him, and it's his vision, and we know the creative mind that he has. So him doing this stuff, and again, he's still even tied it to, as shooty as it feels, it was still tied into AJ of you let us down, of you took on, 100% because you wanted to do it your way.
Yep.
I was telling you.
Yeah, I like the idea of Cross versus AJ at Backlash. But AJ just now is putting everybody over in his twilight, apparently. I like this one because it's going to bug you. Cross or Logan Paul wins the Money in the Bank.
Cross, and he chokes him out, goddamn it, on the top of that goddamn ladder and just throws his dead carcass off to the side.
Logan wins, goes after Jey.
I will become visibly sick. I might have to take a pause right then because I might become visibly ill.
You think people are mad about Travis Scott? Watch this.
Yeah.
Kevin, thank you for the love, sir. Becky Bailey, my nightmare, right? Noob, a lot of people feeling that way right now. Like, is it a case of the four horsewomen and that generation? Roman, we talked about the Usos, have talked about it recently. Now Charlotte, Becky, Bailey, are they just kind of the old guard at the end of their rope? And we're watching some of this new guard come in now, like a nice transition. So the fans can't seem to really get behind some of the nobody wants to cheer for Charlotte anymore. I'm shocked that Bailey gets any hate. She's fun to be around. She's fun to look at. She's good at what she does. She is a pro. She's amazing in the ring. Nobody likes her. Becky Hogan. I mean, I don't get it.
Bailey's still loved, I feel. I think it's more of, I love Pamela. I think it's a bit more. Is it that they just assume, because it is that same kind of one generation, you've got Charlotte hate, you've got Mercedes hate and everything. Is it because we haven't seen them help, or I guess to the IWC standards, put over new talent, what have you? Because we're going to have it with Tiffany and Charlotte, and that just kind of became, and so is it because, like, Bailey, to me, I think why Bailey, I personally think she's still over with the fan base and not viewed in that same light, is because she was part of Damage Control and helped get Io over, Dakota Kai, etc., etc., etc.
Right. I only love the bubble. Come on now, the ladies more than the bubble. But yeah, I mean, again, I think a lot of that's right. And I mean, it's this weird, again, maybe it's just, the younger generation not liking the older generation. I don't know, because it's a tricky one where you say, well, Becky's not putting younger talent over, but Becky's still in her prime. So yeah, she's not right. Will she put people over? She has put people over. She put Lyra over. I don't know, man. I don't know. It's an interesting debate.
Well, Christ, would you make the argument she put Rhea over at WrestleMania 40? Was that kind of the peak when this start of, like, that's almost what you worry of, why you worry Rhea might be too exposed, too much. We get too much Rhea on our screen because the fans will eventually turn on it. So I don't want to peak out with this. So maybe we keep this always at a nice, even temperature. No one cares about the New Day. Move along.
I do. I'm pumped. I like this. Their entrance is great. Their attitude's great. Their music's great. You're gonna pop off and leave me with them. But
Yeah, I am.
I got no issue. I got no issue with this form in the New Day. I really don't.
Well, there again, and you can inform the people how you have no issue.
Right. Bailey also has a twin. Is that true? Damn. Scarlett and Shotzi have a great ghost hunting show. I know. Again, fun watch. But right now we got the New Day in the ring, showing off the new titles. What will happen with their belts? We already saw the women's tag belts go back to Liv and Raquel tonight. How do you feel about it out there, folks? And I'm pretty sure I didn't close up the original poll, but Becky has turned on Leah Raw. Now we have even a bigger reason to boo Becky. Cares about the New Day. I'm with you, MDB. I like this. This is good. New Day versus Fraxium. Yeah. I could go with that. Kyle. Are we going to get Fraxium? We got to get somebody. I mean, I feel bad for the Viking Raiders. I really do. I think there's a mix of New Day rocks and sucks happening right now. You let me know. Let me know at home. I want Axiom and Frazier, the New Day. Oh, we got Alpha Academy. Boo Earns. Kind of surprised the old day didn't go after E last night. Again, E's limited, right? I saw someone else online saying, "Oh, very surprised that E didn't get involved or da." He's limited, but we got Otis and Tozawa. Yay! With Maxine. There you go. Cross and Cody and Randy and Logan and Carmelo in Money in the Bank tournament. That's my pickles. Evening, Z-Man. How you doing? Maxine out here trying to get a title match for Tozawa and Otis. They want the tag title match right now. Well, I don't think American Made is going to give up those or take those belts tonight. I don't even know what to say, MDV. But Fraxium, let's go. Sometimes you just got to slide it in there. You can't be like, you got to be a little subtle. Not sure if you read, but did earlier. But does it feel like the New Blood versus Millionaires Club going on? Yeah, maybe a little bit. Like, I mean, it does feel like there is a bit of a transition happening. We see names like Braun Breaker. We talk about Fraxium maybe coming up. What's going to happen with the women with so many great women in NXT? Are we at that point now? Like, has Tiffany taken over? But we are getting a title match. Again, another unannounced tag team titles are on the line, ladies and gentlemen. Lights out! Who's it? I think this is Fraxium, guys. Rusev! Let's go! Rusev is back! Why here? I don't know. But Rusev! He's here. Let's go. You looking a little trim. Clean shave, looking sharp. But why here? Why now? Ladies and gentlemen, we knew it was going to happen. No big surprise, but I'm fucking popping. I'm with you, Boston. How can we not like this? My voice still strained from the weekend. The chat is going to start asking Nick to step away for a minute. But yeah, we need his accent. So the New Day are running away and Miro laying waste to Alpha Academy. So he going heel. I want Rusev versus Gunther. Yeah, I'd be in for it. Why is he messing with the tag titles? Who's his partner? Tozawa going up top. And Miro's caught him. Why not? I know. Why not? Yeah. Who's he coming to wreck? Otis. We want Lana. Rusev Day. Rusev with the New Day. With them? Interesting. I don't think so. Is Rusev waving the Romanian flag? Rusev is flagless. Stomping on. Otis setting up the camel clutch. Rusev is back. Joining the New Day would be crazy. They finally did it. They finally did it, right? And they get Rusev Day chance, even though he beat up the Alpha Academy. I actually had chills. Let's go. I got some goose bimbo. Listen, the WWE has a relationship with TNA. They did have an opportunity to get Aiden English in here for the intro. If we can get Joe Hendry at WrestleMania, we can get Aiden in here to do a little bit of Rusev Day. So Rusev beats up the baby faces. Fans love it. We're good. Going to the back. Huge pop for the Judgment Day. What time warp did we go into? What has happened in Vegas? Are you now cheering for the Judgment Day out there? Are you happy for Dom? Uh-oh, Finn's here. Does this mean Finn goes heel? Is everybody turning heel? What are we doing? What are we doing? One for one. A win for one is a win for all, says Liv. Trying to keep the peace. Made the mistake of checking on what JD had to say, and immediately he is shitting on Becky heel turn. You can't win. You bring her back as a babyface, that sucks. You turn her, that sucks. Again, jellyfish. Hashtag jellyfish. Everyone can use it. I give you the right to it. It's when you're spineless, like a jellyfish. You just float around, and whatever way the current takes you, that's where you go that day. So if the fans go this way, jump on the bandwagon. If they go that way, jump on the bandwagon. Nah, it's not how it's supposed to be. I'd have more respect if you were like imagine having more respect for Meltzer than that guy, because at least Meltzer stands on business. He's steadfast. He's going to run into an iceberg or run into the wall, but he's not changing. As here comes Io Sky. It's a heel night. Let's go. Let's go, folks. Let me know, how do you feel out there? New tag champs or old tag champs? Becky turns heel on Lyra. John Cena tells everyone where to go, gets hit with an RKO, and Rusev is back. Aleister Black on Friday. Fresh from Guantanamo Bay. Is Rusev going to replace Tozawa? I don't think so. Rusev just wants to get his moves in 100%, right? I'm just coming out and doing my stuff. I don't care who I hit. Sorry, yeah, no Lana ever. Rumor was that she was inked to a potential Legends deal. I haven't verified that, Malik, but we might see Lana one day. Rusev versus Gunther inside a steel cage. Ruther and Gunther. Rusev and Gunther have all the potential to deliver a banger. They do, absolutely. I'm Portuguese, men of war. I like it. I've had some really great relationships with the Portuguese, so shout out, Roddy. Sounds weird to say out loud. I'm a heel on my wife. Right? There's so many jokes I want to put in there. Rusev is back. Yes, he is. As we go back to last night, the amount of people that are upset that Belair is getting booed is blowing my mind. Some people even implying that there's some other reasons why she's being booed. I don't think people really understood. It was more booing you because we love Io. That was the biggest reason. CJ Perry. Now they got remarried, but we do know like they don't like to be married on TV. So we'll see what happens. I sense jealousy, a little bitterness. But my assumption, Christian, was that Finn would be like the hero, right? They'd push Finn out and the fans would then support Finn. But if Dom's getting all this love, does Finn become the heel? Does Finn become the problem? As we are on a commercial break, I'm getting a replay of Io Sky, Rhea Ripley, and Bianca Belair from last night. I don't know, man. Rusev needs knee pads. When you're Rusev, you might get away with no knee pads. Finn still wants title, 100%. Carlito's jokes. Carlito's excellent. This is crazy. What a night. So no Lana ever. We got that one. Rusev versus Gunther. Huge for a young fan. Wholesome by Io. Wholesome by Io. I like Io's great. Io's fun. They need to take a heel photo, like the old photo of all the heels in WWF, the click with Taker. I mean, my God. I mean, what is happening here? Seth goes heel. Paul Heyman goes heel, essentially. Bianca's going heel. Becky went heel. Rusev's a heel, we think. I don't like nobody from the Judgment Clowns. I mean, I appreciate Dom, and a lot of people that know a lot about wrestling are saying a lot of good things about Dom. So as just a fan, as a guy that doesn't know a whole lot, I kind of take their word for it. They get it. Liv's been outstanding. I like Raquel with Liv, and Carlito's fun. I mean, Carlito's a good mid-card kind of comic relief. Will give you a good match if you need it. Bring back AJ Lee, bring back Dawn Marie, bring them back all. Bring them out. I think we're pushing them out. Never mind bringing them in. Lana has signed a Legends contract. Thank you, Damian. So there you go. There is that, maybe they won't have her all the time, but maybe there's something there. I don't know yet. Rusev Bronson for sure. Rusev Jacobs going to cook. We might have a draft coming up, so that's something to consider, folks. Let me know. How we feeling? As we go back, and we're still in kind of a commercial break, we got a replay of the end of the triple threat from last night if you're watching on Netflix. I will remind everybody we are back tomorrow. We have all the NXT coverage, the fallout from Stand and Deliver, what surprises, what twists, what turns will be here tomorrow, Wednesday Dynamite, all the way into the weekend again. We have TNA Rebellion. This Thursday, we're covering TNA, so be here for that. Give TNA some love. We will be live on Thursday for Impact. Friday, the 3-hour SmackDown as always. But then, like I said, Rebellion, more pay-per-views, and something for everyone out there to know. Backlash only 3 weeks away. It's quick. A quick turnaround to Backlash. Speaking of a quick turnaround,
there we go. Wrestling for Life Universe. What day is today? Right. Rusev Day.
Bro.
Why every time I leave, Austin shows up, Rusev shows up. Every time I take a pause, God damn it, someone shows up.
You've been on a funny run over the last couple of days of when you step away, we're expecting big things to happen.
That's fine. I just won't be here.
Well, no, but then we won't know. We need you to let us know when things are going to go down.
Yeah, when I step away is when shit pops off. I'm working behind the scenes. I'm out there. I step away and I slide right into Gorilla saying, go, go, go.
And it's not even like you picked a bad spot. You picked the New Day are coming out. American Made show up. You wouldn't expect Miro in that spot.
Yeah, why was he goddamn there?
What?
Why was he there?
I don't know why they chose. I mean, again, people thought maybe he's working with the New Day, but I don't know if that flies. But my God, he just kicked the shit out of American Made for no reason. Well, you deserve it. I think Kyrie comes back tonight. Kyrie looking swole. Asuka's been out forever too, though. They both come back.
Like knee injury. Asuka, I think, what was it? It was shoulder, maybe.
It was her shoulder or arm.
Yeah.
Is everybody in this company turning heel? Is that what's happening?
I don't know, but I kind of can love it. I'm kind of with it. Of Death Row, I saw a picture that I gotta send in the group chat. I was almost gonna post it and everything. Of it's an AI photo, but it's Dwayne, Heyman, Seth, and Cena, all like the album cover from like
shit.
of like Queen and everything. Yeah.
Oh shit.
Here we go again. Well, if Kyrie shows up here, she's got to be like a friend, I would assume.
Right. It's funny because we know Io, obviously the language barrier, but she's so confident. Like, you just kind of like, oh, the surprises keep coming, folks. Look who it is.
Stephanie Vacour.
The champ is here. Let's go. Call her up. Let's go. Leave her here.
Oh, that's a hop, skip, and a jump, my guy.
Let her go down and drop that belt and keep her here, man. She on fire. And she shouted out, hey, Charlotte, my peach might bring a little more heat.
Oh, 100%. She's got that fastball, my guy. I sat there. I found a picture of somebody of showing Booker T passed out at the Hall of Fame, dreaming of shucky ducky quack quack. And I was like, yes.
Let's go.
Charmel's a tolerant wife. I'll say that, but it's still crazy. Do you move her here because of her momentum? Do you move her here because new challenger? Do you move her here because of deal with AAA?
I don't know. I mean, we were talking about Asuka, Kyrie, other possibilities. There's a lot of names that could pop up. I think Stephanie was really low on my list of like, maybe she comes up. So I don't know what the plan would be here. Champ versus champ?
Yeah. Now this is what it's like when worlds collide. Are you ready to go?
Boston said first time in 3 years, the Raw after Mania feels like a Raw after Mania. I want beach balls. It'll be officially Raw after Mania if I get some beach balls.
No, because we don't have Claudio the fucking the goddamn what's the goddamn term for them? Why can't I think of it? The lifeguard. There we go. Thank you, Lazy Susan, in my brain. But out there playing beach ball there. He's the Hoff, my guy.
He's the Hoff. The
La Primera.
Yeah.
Flame saying Triple H took that WrestleMania 41 criticism personally.
Right? But you know what Tripp said in the media scrum?
Mm-hmm.
Trust me, we know we know if we do bad. We know our mistakes. We know what nobody is harder on us than people think Triple H is like, fuck it, I don't care. Like, he's old VKM. But I think Trips is trying to prove a point. So when everyone out there is saying, oh, what a shitty ending, I think his ego snaps back with something like this.
Well, and people with WrestleMania Night 1, it very much established that WWE is not infallible. WWE can't just put any show out and everybody just claps of, oh, that was so good. Now does big dog Stephanie?
Oh, they're gonna go now.
Yeah. Tony Khan out there, everyone that's like WWE doesn't focus, certain talent. Adam Pearce popping out.
Well, like I said, I mean, and I won't go into this tonight, but I literally did the math. And I mean, again, you look at, we get a women's tag title match, we get a women's tag title change, we get a woman turn tonight. You follow it, you have a segment with Liv and Raquel in the back. Then you come out with Io Sky and Stephanie Vergara, two of the best women in the entire world right now. Yeah, a lot of love for the women in a short, quick hop here.
Fair enough. That's not even exactly the way I was going to go with it. Or the fact that we're going to get Io Sky versus Stephanie Vacour on the Raw after Mania after WWE just bought AAA. Right. Everybody that loves everything about AEW, what's the issue now with WWE? What did they do that's wrong again? What?
Right. Pierce booed. 5-star match right now. Ding, ding, ding. I will put a poll up for this impromptu Everything's
don't worry. You're not the only one with the pole up for this match, my guy. Trust me. This out here looking like a fucking golf course with so many tees to fucking launch off from.
Yeah, this is a whole different type of fantasy booking.
Yeah, Booker T out there just shucky ducky.
Yeah, Gooner T, as someone called him, which I thought was hilarious. I was thinking,
he lost in the first match at Mania.
Right? What?
You said Gooner T, and I said he lost in the first match at Mania.
The Goons back in the WWE?
Whoa. Well,
right?
it'd be fitting for NHL playoffs.
Right, no shit.
Is that game tonight or is that tomorrow?
They won in the books last night. The Leafs handled business pretty efficiently. So optimistic start. EA did their annual playoff simulation, and the Maple Leafs won it. EA Sports is calling the winner, and it's the Maple Leafs. So
that's not a good sign, my guy. Microtransactions be a bitch.
Any bit of hope I can find. Let's go. Who you taking? Who you taking, folks?
Who you got, goddammit?
I'm going to go EO just because she's the world champion. This is more of an exhibition, a showcase match. A small part of me is like, could both of them get jumped during this match? Like, we get near the end and like two people come out, like one for Steph, one for her, like an NXT.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't want to take nobody now that you said that, goddammit. I was going to just be difficult, go La Primera, just bought AAA, La Primera. But you've made a strong case for nobody.
Right? And this is where I want the fans in the building making a lot of fucking noise right now. Because you got to support this. This is like the pinnacle of women's wrestling. These are two of the best that do it. Don't sit on your fucking hands. You got to show people, if you book them, we'll support them. And it needs to be there.
Crowd reaction is always the best currency in wrestling. It's not Twitter clicks. It's not fucking tweets. It's not followers. Audience reaction is still always and will always be the greatest currency in pro wrestling. Yeah, in any fandom, actually, in any fandom.
Right. And again, that's why I always say, like, if the fans are going nuts, you have to support it. And that's my biggest concern with one of the companies out there is the people paying money to see your shows is less than it used to be. We need to find a way to fix that, because the people buying the tickets and showing up to cheer is, to me, the biggest measure of success in a business like this.
Oh, absolutely.
I don't give a fuck about your gates. I want to see the people fucking on their feet.
Absolutely. We got a big cross body from Steph. We got people leaving their feet, but I was halfway even segueing of that's why it's always crazy and love to see the outpour for us and everything. Right. Literally time and reaction is the greatest currency in any fandom. And so anybody that's tuning into us, that's the thing is, despite any tweet, what have you, that the time that you put into the investment, the reaction that you give something determines literally in real time of how much they decide to go with that.
Yeah, 150%. I mean, again, and we've said it before, we see fans who are like, Cody's not over. And you and I are watching 15,000 people like, whoa. And we're like, well, is this not it? What are we missing here?
Mm-hmm.
This is already better than night 1 and 2. EO, I haven't been watching NXT. You should be, Larry, because NXT's cooking right now. CJ is on point. Mr. Noob, time isn't important as story and character. No one would say Golden Corral is the best restaurant because of the buffet. Give ladies stories. They have plenty of stories. I mean, Rhea was part of the biggest story going. You had Liv part of that story. The Judgment Day is a big story. Again, nobody even comes close to them with stories or time. And that's my point, is they're on screen doing something of substance all the time. This is something of substance. This match matters. And again, find that elsewhere, I challenge.
Well, it's the night after WrestleMania, so you're going to start stories. That's why you're going to have Becky turn heel. Right. That's why you've got Steph out here. The only thing I think that could hold a candle to Mr. Noob's comment is, again, still the whole switching of the tag belts, like literally within a 24-hour period, is a little clunk in the junk for me. But yeah, beyond that, I think the other two things that followed it have a story.
Yeah, and I'm okay with the title flipping again. And I like a little more. I've been asking for a little more hot potato. So, and again, not everybody has to agree with that take. I just feel like there's been way too many. Like even Cody ran it for a year. Great. Like, I don't want Jey Uso to have the belt for a year. I like Jey, but 3-4 months we're good. SummerSlam we're good. Like, I want some like, holy shit, the belt's changed.
Right. Well, see, that proves that we're not at a buffet because this man's having to ask for a baked potato for a little hot potato instead of going up to the counter and grabbing it himself.
Right. And I'd rather hit a full buffet than, catching that last 10 minutes before a buffet closes down. And that's what some give us is slim pickings. 8, 9, 10 minutes a week is not sufficient when you have a whole ladies roster sitting at home doing nothing.
Right.
KJ, problem is most Americans these days just prefer to cheer sitting, unfortunately. I mean, standing gets tiring, right?
Hey, I'm out here song singing and hollering and screaming. I'm trying to be the advocate for the American audiences out here.
We're having the time of our lives.
I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing to say, to tell people to be more like me.
Right. Maxine calling Xavier Woods a Minuteman is crazy. We've all seen the video.
I don't need no one Minuteman.
As right now, Nick, 53, I mean, neck and neck, but it just went up to 58-42 in favor of EO, sorry.
Oh, fair enough. That sounded like the Patriots versus the Falcons in the Super Bowl or something.
Give Jey a Damian Rain just to solidify him as yeah.
That's what it'll be.
Because don't you feel like eventually the thing's gonna it's got a shelf life, right? Like your 15 minutes of fame. This isn't something in 2027 we're eating still.
Well, maybe. I mean, maybe it becomes a calisthenic. It works for Michael Cole. We're gonna probably have a quick reign with Jey. Oh, Jey, can I say this to the court? Jey's moment felt like a big moment. Did it exactly feel like a WrestleMania moment? Like we kind of already knew it was gonna happen. The finish might have been a little weird. I liked it. It was a good moment. But I'm like, is that a replayable moment out of WrestleMania 41?
Wait, sorry, big drop kick. The flip to the head. Now the crowd goes wild. Anytime you do hand gestures with the American audience, they're in.
We're all deaf.
Like all simple. Like, hey, what can we do?
Don't you mean that was simple.
I didn't mean it like that. I just mean you guys like yee, right? Oh, we can do this.
It's the only exercise we get, motherfucker. Okay.
Makes me laugh. I love y'all.
Yeah, you heard that revolt against KJ. He called us simple, or he might have just had a good barometer to base it off of.
Right.
KJ doing EO's tongue. Yeah, they're crazy.
Right. Fucking awesome. 10,000 stars. Let's go. Oh, Dragon Screw. Road.
Right.
You're the man. No, you're the man. Some chat love. I like it, folks. Be more like Nick. Immediately looks for a hill.
I don't know if it was one to jump on or jump off of.
Right. But the mans will jump on a grenade for you. So be like Nick.
I might have been the one that threw the grenade, but I still will jump on it for you.
That's mine. I dropped it. My bad.
My bad. I get that.
Oh, up over the back. Misses the kick.
Oh, miss super kick. Roll through. Stop to the midsection.
Something about you two tell me you know your way around a buffet. Professional. I can do a buffet the way you drive the roads, noob.
I'm Daredevil when it comes to buffets. I can just tell where I'm going. I don't even need a stick. I just take my fork and it tells me. I'm like a prospector.
Thank you, Chris. We get this.
I didn't get big in my name because I didn't know my way around the buffet. I'll put that.
Right. Yeah, don't threaten me with a good time. As we got a slight "This is awesome" chant for a second. Big backdrop by Stephanie.
Is it still interesting because
Sorry, Nick.
no, you're good. Pop, locking, and dropping.
Quiet on the set.
Clapping on the set. Clapping on the set.
It's funny. Here we go again with the clapping.
Here we go again. Who had a better clap, Stephanie Vacour or Joe Hendry?
How do I answer that?
I don't know.
That's rhetorical, folks.
They both echoed. They both echoed in Eternia.
We need some taunts to get behind in America. It's a generation who grew up on raising eyebrows and telling folks to suck it. True say. Right? Like, we need something.
Yeah, you got to get suspended from school for taunting somebody.
You got kids in class, like
they just send you to the principal's office, then you get extra testing.
Oh, what a transition!
Whoa.
Joe. Hell of a transition there. Low rider.
Well, I was going to say, is it interesting that with how much we have still to be answered after WrestleMania,
right?
That we've still got to have these matches here. We're popping off with new things, and now we've got heel Becky. Now we've got Stephanie versus Io popping off here.
Yeah,
you still got to fit in matches here.
Well, again, with none announced, this has been a bit of a crapshoot all night long. But here goes. Oh wow, 2-2-2. Nick, this was for you.
Anthony is saying, Nick, you got to explain something to me. How do you not like the hot potato of the women's tag titles, but also say no one cares? If no one cared, you wouldn't care about the hot potato then, right?
I care about you not caring about you. Go ahead, answer.
I almost got to download the question here for half a second.
Let's go.
So, saying that I don't care who wins it. Can you dislike a title and still care about how it's booked at least a little bit? If you want hope for it, if you want a child to actually grow and develop to be something, you don't want to see it crippled along its path there. And I feel like that might be what the hot potato might be. It's Bambi. It's got to still find its foundational legs here. So we might be just kneecapping this thing.
Nah, let it be.
Nah, Bambi.
Nah, fuck Bambi. I mean, again,
venison tastes good.
I hope Liv and Raquel lose tomorrow to Toxic X or whatever the fuck.
Chemical X, Weapon X,
Malcolm X.
Whoa, he said it.
I didn't mean it. I was just guessing. Great match. Tony
Lakers 5.
What? I don't know.
You said all that. Lakers in 5.
Lakers in 5. Lakers in 5. Match is absolutely cooking. Both women at the top.
And folks, if you haven't been able to figure out that we've clearly done 18 plus hours streaming together at this point, I don't know what else to tell you.
Right. That's how you know I'm super invested in a debate. Nah.
Nah. Profound Canadian scholar KJ White. Nah.
I don't agree, but I'm not going to spend time on it.
Yeah, Professor X, Weapon X, Chemical X, Lakers of 5.
Lakers of 5. We cooking. Stephanie is beautiful. EO. Lego Stephanie.
That sounds like the beginning of Jungle Boys music. EO. Oh! Roxanne! Roxanne! You don't gotta turn on the raw light.
Roxanne Perez.
And she's got a match on NXT versus Stephanie.
Julia!
And Brute, are they gonna? Is this Bad Bitches Club? We're gonna get Julia, Roxanne, and Cora Jade. Is that why she's got the blue and purple hair?
Look, yeah, they're working together.
Yo,
Four heel turns. Everybody's a heel.
And everybody's wearing black and leather. Why does everyone look like it's the 1990s and they shop at Hot Topic?
Oh, let's go. We got company.
This is my brutality.
Becky turns and
well, if there's anyone that's Dommy Mommy Hot Topic, thoughty with a body, it's got to be Rhea Ripley. Ladies of 5.
So Julia and Roxy working together. And
but they're all just eyeing each other down. Look at the fucking shiner on Rhea.
You effed up being chanted at Julia, but she don't back down. We're
getting. We had Io Sky, Stephanie McCool, Roxanne Perez, Julia, Rhea Ripley, but they don't know how to book a women's division.
Great.
At this point, you can have that. I don't want to deal with that.
Yeah, I had a feeling, but
if you think that, fuck you.
Yeah, I didn't think we were going to get 2 ladies from NXT, so that's pretty cool. Rhea's got a huge shiner.
Yeah.
Mommy.
That's great. Like, I almost halfway expected that she's going to end up working with him. Goddamn it.
Now, does Rhea turn on Io? Oh, my God, I can't take it. Not everybody can turn, right? I'm going to have no voice left.
Well, no, I mean, you've got turnover service on a restaurant. You move over from lunch to dinner, so we got to turn over these tables here.
Right. What up?
Yeah, well, she's got the title belt. That's why, they didn't, Julia and Roxanne and Rhea didn't fully, get physical. So that's why I'm wondering, she hands it over. Oh. And we recreate the tug at it.
Yeah,
I was wondering if she would have got involved.
Right. Oh, Rhea just put her on notice. I think this was for you. I don't know.
When Nick is tired, he uses the same logic my wife does. When she knows she's wrong but wants to win the argument. Well, that's your women. Your wife's a genius. Then I don't know what to tell you.
Right? At least you win.
You married a genius. Have children. They'll at least have an above average IQ.
Chick Magnet Punk in the house.
Yeah. I need his backpack strap because it's just a goddamn seatbelt.
Have we had some type of surprise in almost every segment so far? The Cena segment, we get Randy Orton. To me, that's a surprise. The New Day segment, we get Rusev. Definitely a surprise. What else have we had? Becky turned on. I mean, not really a surprise person, but we did get a Becky turn. And a
big moment. We got Stephanie Vacour, and then we get Roxanne, and we get Julia. We get Roxanne and Julia are working together, and then we get Rhea. This, for everybody that praises last year's WrestleMania, the Raw after Mania, wasn't it? For anyone that I guess feels super salty, what have you, about this WrestleMania, the Raw after Mania is definitely seeming like it's it.
Yeah, 100%, 100%. Punk looks distraught. Yeah, he looks upset. His longtime best friend turned on him. So what will that look like here tonight?
Yeah, but again, what is it to say with Punk that he put Heyman in that position, that he made him have to choose against his tribal chief?
That sounds like a genius. And that sounds like something Paul would say. And that sounds like what the argument was heading into WrestleMania of it does make a lot of sense if Paul sides with Seth. And I know some people really didn't, Roman's the guy. Roman's the guy. But you found a way to make Roman not the guy. And you really stabbed that back. But Paul selling it hard as they did this. I didn't betray. I kept my word. I walked him down the damn aisle. I was his buddy. But they put me in this position. And I took Seth because I couldn't pick the other two.
All due respect, KJ, you know how much I love you, how much I appreciate you and everything. But if you popped in and just mushed me in the face and everything on national TV and just mushed me down and just disrespected me, treated me, sucked the juice out of me. Pause. Don't do that ever, please. Shouldn't have said that. And just discarded me. Wouldn't you expect, I did nothing wrong in that?
Right.
If I turn on you, I loved my tribal chief. I was mad that CM Punk put me in this position.
Right.
And then my tribal chief embarrassed me.
Right.
And then I finally saw the vision of the visionary.
Right.
100%. This is where wrestling needs to be. If I see what Roman Reigns is, I see what CM Punk is.
Yeah, no, I completely agree, man. Well played by Paul. Again, it's a big reason why Seth was so dangerous. Now, Seth has two huge moments that basically come off the back of Roman Reigns at WrestleMania.
Did he have the heist and the shiest of the century now at this point?
True. Facts. Why not, right?
Yeah, well, and I mean, and again, now do we do like where do we go with Cody? Where do we go with Cena? Where do we potentially go with Dwayne? Where do we go with Punk? Where do we go with Seth? Where do we go with Roman? Could WrestleMania 42 be Seth Rollins versus Roman Reigns? Because boy howdy, are they bigging up back shots, and this ain't, World Star.
Right. This is what Raw after Mania is supposed to be. They're killing it tonight. They are. They're murdering it. It feels like a revamp, a retool. We don't know like fully what it means. Like, is Julia going to stay on the main roster? Are they going to take care of some unfinished business? Julia working with Cora Jade's not a bad shout. The standoff between Julia and Rhea, I liked it a lot. But it definitely, like MDB, I think said, like, did they sacrifice night one of Mania so Raw would be good tonight? Like, it's crazy because tonight's cooking.
Exactly. I mean, let's be honest. It's really rare that you go like you bet 1,000 on this. That you go 3 nights in a row, amazing shows, and Christ, even including the go home show. So you really have to do SmackDown night 1, night 2, and Raw after Mania, and they all have to be bigger, better, bolder, all of that. So you're gonna have your hiccups. I'll take Raw being really good after what it was this year. For night 1 being that main event, though, is that arguably almost the best triple threat of WrestleMania of all time? Of all time. The main event of night 1.
Oh. Yeah, it was so good, but they're doing a Macklemore jam for Jey Uso. This is really fucking good, man.
I'm gonna pop some tags. Only got $20 in my pocket. Well, you said Macklemore, so that's the only song I can think of.
Right.
It's what anyone else just happy that it's not Travis Scott that we have to listen to right now.
Thank fuck. If it was a remix to Fiend for this video package, I might be upset.
I'm throwing hands. I'm throwing hands.
Start feeling like Clockwork Orange, which I already referenced this week.
Hey.
Thank you, Kevin. Thank you. I know Christopher said we were making him laugh. We appreciate that. We can put a smile on your face even for a second. We appreciate it.
Because trust me, y'all put smiles on our faces.
Good jam. Let's go. Rise up.
See, I have enough so I don't I faintly hear it. I don't know.
Dude, this is beautiful. This is fucking art. Like, this is beautiful.
Well, I thought that very much the moment for Jey being world champion was going to take place more on Raw than at Mania, because you're going to have your main events and he's not there. So you're going to have your huge moment to where everybody eats their fucking lid off and they one more time, and they run it back again.
CM Punk, Seth Rollins, Backlash very much could be. I think Cody and Roman are going to be a little MIA for a stretch here. I could be wrong. It's just a
thought. Fiend is actually a tribute song to Mr. Feeney from Boy Meets World. Fun fact. Did you know that? Now you know.
I had no idea, but that's cute.
Jason saying best triple threat was He Who Shall Not Be Named, HBK, and Triple H.
Yeah, that's one of the best WrestleMania matches ever. I hate to say it, but that match was phenomenal.
It's unfortunate that it's name redacted.
Yo, I'm so into this. Anyone out there, let me know how you're feeling about this.
That's why that's what I was going to click on. MDB saying KJ likes Bed Bath & Beyond music.
I think the song fits the video. Come on, MDB.
All right, Michael Cole. There's a reason white's in your name, sir.
Wait, that's not nice.
I never said it was nice.
Come on now. I need y'all to convince Boston Gamer to buy me tickets to Survivor Series. Come on, Poppy. Come on.
Do something strange for a little piece of change.
Come on now. Come on now. And Boston, if you're referring to us as the IWC, you take that shit elsewhere. You know better.
Yeah, don't involve the IWC in our affairs. Yeah. Keep us out. We'll tune in on the next time.
Right. Bradley, in the words of Ron Simmons. Damn. But welcome, Bradley, the giver of gifts and the newest member of the Wrench crew.
There you go. Shout out.
Earned.
Well, speaking of earned, and speaking of the newest member of an elite club, Jey Uso now walking out here amongst the people. Uso, just be Us. He 100%. I saw people that were like, oh, he shouldn't have won it, blah, blah, blah. He's clearly only just going to have a short reign. He was just there because of T-shirt sales, because he got eat over and da-da-da-da-da-da. No, 100%. He has 100% made himself an asset. He has proven that he is main event Jey. And again, it's actually, proven that the Bloodline storyline worked even more. That, Roman's gotten his whole family over. Jacob Fatu is a U.S. champion. Jey Uso is a world champion. And I know you were popping at this, that, and the third. So what were you eating about?
I'm sure you're making a ton of amazing points.
I was trying.
I'm glad you were entertaining the people. But literally, the Jey gets a little guy gets to eat with Jey. One of the reasons why he's a champ. The champ, babyface champ, a phenomenal ambassador. It's like Bret Hart with the glasses. You get that love. But yeah, I mean, we are cooking right now, sir.
Is it funny that's like you see all the mirror images going around of John Cena was the shaking babies and kissing hands champion. Now that's Jey Uso. You see, CM Punk was the piss, fire, and vinegar guy. Now that's almost kind of feels, Seth Rollins. Like we're seeing all these kind of mirror images. This, what comes around is all around imagery here.
Well, I mean, again, that kind of thing, we talk about life going in cycles. We see it in every form of entertainment. And again, it's kind of how it goes. And you see where the lineage and the history comes from. That's why it helps you better understand where the future is going.
Yeah. Christopher Yee, I got to click on Adam here. Speaking of where the future is going, this is our society now of Adam saying, Nick, blah, 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 my last two brain cells. Yee. And that's funny because it took my last two brain cells to make the blah, blah, blah.
Listen, the vitamins were not allowing me to multitask at all. So once the music started, you lost me for a good 30
I didn't think you singular tasked. I think you no tasked at all.
No, it was just... I bet there ain't.
But that proves the point of he catches you. You're sucked into the Mania.
Right. I'm just sitting here staring at the fridge. I bet nothing good in there.
Why is it sparkling? Why is it sparkling?
That's exactly what I did. Go look that up, folks. It's worth it. All right. Our world champions on TV. Let's take a nap now. Come on, Paul. I mean, I don't know what more we could want from a world champion, like a babyface one, especially. Like, I don't know what more could we ask for.
When did it become cool to hate shit?
It's the way it is, right? If I hate it more than you, I'm cooler than you.
Yeah, but that's really what it is. Because think about it. Literally, you had Kofi Mania, right? You had, Yes Movement, right? All of this. So now you've got Jey Uso out here. He won the people over. He rallied the troops and everything. He got the whole crowd behind him. He's out there shaking babies and kissing hands and everything. And now because he actually reached the goddamn mountain, we all want to turn on him and just fucking Julius Caesar him.
Yeah. That's the weirdest thing, to watch it switch so quick. Like, it's a
we want to cheer the climb. We don't, Christ, it's with Darby. We want to cheer the climb. We don't want to see you reach the top.
Right. Well, we talked about with Cody. The worst thing that ever happened to Cody was he actually pulled it off.
Right.
But yeah, the crowd is serenading the champ with "You Deserve It." You see Jey trying to get his shit together so he can say some stuff.
Well, it helps that he's wearing the Yeet shades here because, you know, it's got to be holding back the tears. I don't think he's changed since Saturday. Keeping the buck. I think he's wearing the same attire, the same outfit, same draws, everything since Saturday night.
Speaking of that, is it really cool that I know people wanted to talk about Joe Hendry, but man, we got Joe Hendry fucking WrestleMania merch. The guy must be loving life.
Oh, he just was happy for the free T-shirt,
right? Though, but we got WrestleMania. You know, say his name. Like it's so cool.
Yeah, I can't wait.
One more time.
I told you this was going to happen. I can't wait until WWE buys TNA like we've talked about, especially after they just bought AAA. They're just moving down the alphabet. AAA, TNA, makes it 5. They are very much buying TNA. There's talks that they're going to be out there buying a promotion in Puerto Rico.
True question. Serious question.
As opposed to unserious question?
Well, sometimes not all our questions are serious, Nick. New Japan or TNA more likely to be purchased?
TNA.
Okay.
Because 100% TNA. TNA's already been sold. They sold to a goddamn vocalist from Smashing Pumpkins. 100% they will sell to NWA. No, Corgan was part of TNA at one point too. He was a majority shareholder out there.
You're right. My bad. I was thinking like
right. So yeah, we've sold to bald people before. So I think we'll sell to another bald man. But yeah, if New Japan ever gets sold as Jey Uso is now in your city. If New Japan gets sold, this is the last thing I'll say fast. If New Japan gets sold, that's a fucking tower falling. That's a domino. That's a huge domino falling.
Okay, fair enough, Paul. And I appreciate the answer, but fair enough. I believe he's boring. Do you think Jay's boring? I mean, we just danced for 8 minutes. My arms are tired.
No, he has at most a minute and a half entrance. And you were saying how the U.S. audience needs to cheer for this. So again, this is how we get our exercise. Yeeting for Jey Uso. This is how we establish rhythm, folks.
No, I respect that. I mean, not everyone's cup of tea.
I don't know why. I'm almost having a hard time figuring out why it ain't your cup of tea.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, again, for me, growing up, I mean, and the people that got their shit over were the guys that ended up at the top. Like, I mean, what you say about Jay, you could kind of say about Steve Austin in the way of, like, oh, is he just the entrance and the 316 and the hell yeah and the beer drinking? Or was he this phenomenal mathematician, excellence of execution is where I was going with that.
Executions and all of that. But yeah, what is it that you don't like about Jey Uso? Okay, so I don't like that he says he. I don't like the music. Okay, do you not like that he gets emotionally involved in this? That you feel really connected with who he is as a character. You understand this man's every bit of his motivation going into this, which I understand it's still a sport, but any bit of this, if it's a sport and performing, hey,
MDB, look who's back!
This is going to be so good.
Dude, I'm exhausted.
Well, I'm going to say this as there's not about to be a dry eye in the house here, as we're going to have Sami Zayn congratulate Jey Uso, saying you deserve it, Ooze. But that's the thing, that's literally what I was saying of the emotional connection that you have to this man. You feel every bit of what he's been involved in. He was out there, ooses deuces. If you out, then I'm out too. He's been the emotional linchpin of a 5-year story.
Right. If we get heel Sammy heel turn, I'm gonna pop.
Oh no!
Sammy's back. He's wearing dark colors and he's wearing a collar. I'm concerned.
We can't turn on all the Polynesians.
The revolt. This is they've been running the company too long.
This is the Tariff Tournamania. What?
Jay is becoming what Stone Cold once was, to a lesser degree, a cultural phenomenon where you have football players, basketball players, entertainment people, people running around eating. They don't even know why they're eating. Like you said about the suck it, right? Like people are just like yeet, yeet. And I know he wasn't the originator of yeet, but he's making it like the spin-a-rooney.
Yeah, well, would you say Jey Uso's a cult of personality?
Right. Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah. Well, where was it?
Oh, the love.
Hug it out. Well, Mr. Lou basically pointed out Nick should leave for a heel Sammy. Should I take a pause for a heel turn? Should we test this Pythagorean theorem? If I'm going to leave and some cool shit's going to happen.
Oh, I don't know. I'm nervous here. Poor Sammy couldn't be booked on Mania. Come on, Misfit. Misfit just poking a bear.
Oh, it'd be really fucking crazy if you get heel Sammy, because like Sammy's just, you love him. You just want to cuddle him, kissing him, hugging him. Oh, that, yeah.
Look at Gap. Employee is going to challenge Jey Uso. That's funny.
I've been on live too much, so if you can't surprise me with Gap, and I'm just, my mind doesn't go weird with it.
Oh, Sammy saying, yeah, sorry, Nick. Sammy saying missing WrestleMania was hard on him.
I'm gonna be honest, it was hard. Oh fuck. Ring the alarm. Someone call the ginger fire police out here. Like, could we get heel Sammy here?
Yes. Spin-a-rooney is actually a genius comparison, KJ. Thank you, MDB. See, I got I'm a learned Canadian.
I'm learning.
I'm a nice dichotomy of, vitamin out and smart as shit. Just somewhere in the middle.
You're like that mashup of the Bret Hart and Steve Austin trophy. And everything.
I'm like Rain Man, and anyway, moving on. Let's go.
I'm more Stormy Daniels, but yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
Well, you said Rain Man, so why Rain Storm?
Why? Have you had a president on your chest?
Don't ask, don't tell. I might decide.
Sammy crying. Isn't that a Van Halen song? Yeah, pretty much, right?
Yeah, but he's putting Jey over so hard. I'm not gonna lie, it's gonna be a good googly moogly if he haluva kicks this man. You deserve it.
Wesley, come on, Wesley. Mid Carter's fixing to fight for the world title. Ridiculous. Over as fuck. Call him Mid Card all you want, but who's more over than Jey Uso on Monday right now?
I'm sorry, what? I couldn't hear your comment over the crowd cheering. It's a little too loud out here. Don't step outside. There's people yeeting. I couldn't hear you. What?
Sammy calling for I don't trust him. This is too nice. Tonight's been the heel.
That means something, because that's a Canadian not trusting the Canadians. So they're a polite people. So not trusting politeness.
Right.
Is a
tell. Okay. Even Pat's like, okay.
Yeah.
KJ 47 in a row. I think it was 37 actually. Anyway, back to the point.
Hot hike. 47 blue 52.
Right.
Hike.
Jey Uso get off the turnbuckle and eat a haluva real quick.
Yeah, is it just we're predisposition of I don't trust anybody?
Right.
We're Austin out here. Don't drive anywhere and don't trust anybody.
But you look, anybody can criticize anything they want.
Oh, he's right behind him.
Yeah, here we go. I told
I'm like Ori Cowrie.
Don't do it, Sammy.
Don't break my heart, Sammy. My heart don't break my heart. My ache can break your heart.
Save it for emotions.
Smokey.
Oh, come on. Jimmy!
Hey, Jimmy, but I mean, the tension's building a little bit, but everything, it's on one hand, I'm glad he's getting it because he didn't exactly get this at Mania, so I'm glad he's getting it the night after.
Right.
But at the same time, it's like, you keep inviting guests to the Red Wedding. I don't know how this is gonna go.
Just playing with our emotions.
Right?
Jimmy got soul. Look at the handshakes.
Oh, they do the duo. That was clean. All three of them.
I'd be mad if I was Jimmy. Why'd I have to come out in the last minute? I don't get invited to the party? Son of a bitch.
And I just double super kick him right now.
Well, what's left of the OG bloodline in the ring having a time as we effectively felt like 15 to 20 minutes there.
Yeah, we're down to allegedly the last half hour, I would assume, because normally it's 2.5 hours. I feel like this might go 3. Everybody gotta get out of the ring before I trust anybody.
I'm like, get out of the fucking ring. Stop dancing. I want to like calm down for a second.
Just end this so I can let the valve out here. Let me end this so I can not feel like someone's gonna hit somebody.
I feel like the cat in the window, just like fucking. I want to calm down for a second.
Shadows,
right? Just calm down. All right, congratulations, Jey actually getting out of the ring.
Run away.
Yeah, it might be extended tonight a little longer than the past ones have been.
Yeah, Raw after Mania would make sense.
Can we rewind on Netflix? Maybe.
I don't know. I don't work there.
Back. Look, they're just sticking with this. Like literally.
Yeah, he's got his own little hype posse.
Right?
Like on one hand, it's so weird because like this is still great. We're still seeing Jimmy and Sammy celebrating with Jey, but I'm a scorned lover, so I'm expecting someone to fucking stab somebody. I'm expecting Othello and all this.
Sammy hopped back into screen. I was like, oh.
He just slides in and kicks him.
Just playing with our emotions, Smokey.
Yeah. Still, what the fucking Star-Lord is Pat McAfee wearing?
Yeah, I don't get this.
It looks like he was wearing a suit jacket and it got caught in an escalator.
Right. The Three Musketeers, Sammy, Jimmy, Jey. Yeah. Bradley, I like a lot of others. I get it. I'm not sure what Bradley said. As we get a Snickers focus. I'm not letting anyone stand behind me anymore. No, man. What you doing back there?
Why you gotta be there?
Metro Boomin's back. Nobody cares.
He looks like he's in like the backstage, like in some weird offshoot area.
Right.
It looks like there's like 10 people around him.
The Las Vegas Aces. This is a giant waste of time and is why I don't care about Jey and why the title run is going to be annoying. So you are the grumpy guy in the corner of the party is what you're telling me. Right?
Why is everyone liking the hipping and the hopping and the bipping and the bopping?
We just celebrated a brand new world champion. We put him on a platter as we should have and made him feel like a big deal. The entire crowd losing their mind. We're all happy. Everyone's, joy to the world. And Boston's, sitting in the corner going.
I gave it 2 weeks. But again, sorry, I can't hear you over the crowd asking him to do his entrance one more time. That seems a little bit like when you're asking them to repeat their entrance. Right. I think they're all over a little bit. I mean, everybody entitled to their own opinion, but again, show your work. It
doesn't have to be your cup of tea. I get it, but it just seems like everyone's having fun and celebrating. You're like, it's wasting my time. The bullshit. Can we get to some other stuff? Can someone beat this guy up already? Which again,
I mean, no. He's not wrong because we kind of just wanted to get past it. Like, I just want to like Sammy. Don't make me hate you. Please move. Just get out of the shot.
Right. But I think that again, and there will be a moment that if you do feel that way about Jey, when somebody does stab him in the back or kick him in the face, you're going to pop. You're going to get your moment. So the longer this goes, the more relief when we let the air out of the tire.
Right. Don't double dip the chip. Seinfeld.
You got to turn that chip. Be smart. AJ Styles on the screen. He might get beat up here. I'm going to go check.
There you go. You go investigate. So all he's got is his entrance. Wesley, no, he's very much got, again, he's got the entrance, he's got the personality, he's got the charisma, he's got the emotional investment of the fan base, what have you. I'll give you if he's not going to have 5-star matches or anything like that, but on literally every other gauge you can guess it at. As I've got Cross confronting AJ, and again, like we mentioned with the Cross promo of telling the man with the suit and tie to go himself. This is very much now I feel going to become a feud between AJ and Cross of, you let us down. You were supposed to be out there proving that this is wrestling. This isn't just you can take a shortcut and a hop, skip, and a jump in here. But yeah, no, Jey Uso, going back to the original point, Jey Uso is way more than that. I'm not going to sit out here and act like he's the greatest wrestler of all time. That's the thing, is why do we got to work in extremes? He's good. He's over. He fits as being world champion right now. He fits the moment, and I don't expect him to have a huge, long reign. He will have a big moment. He'll have his celebration, and then it'll almost make somebody even a bit more, especially as a heel, if they beat Jey, even if it goes right back to Gunther. So, yeah, we don't need to work in this law of extremes of it's either one or the other. Black and white, it clearly hasn't existed for a while. Still like Sammy, MDB says. Well, you can deal with it. Oh, where was it? Boston. As I'm, getting the whole WWE Unreal. I saw an advertisement for this. Is this like a whole new backstage show that they're this summer? I could care less if everyone likes it, and I don't have to show my work if I don't like something. I mean, fair, I get that, what have you with everything liking everything. But yeah, WWE Unreal only on Netflix this summer. So I guess that's going to be your behind the scenes look. But yeah, no, if you do at least have to come with a bit of a discussion besides just, I don't like something. Like, respectfully of, we welcome all opinions, but at least you've got to have something to back up your argument besides just, I don't like it. You're fully entitled to your opinion if you don't enjoy it, what have you, but explain why. That would be the thing. As I got Penta backstage as I'm going to commercial break. Got that one as I'm scrolling down. KJ, why can't I book like this? Tony, well, you can ask the man when he's back, but I can't answer for you. I'm not going to get into the full AW goddamn booking philosophy, but I think it's very much AW has the right pieces. They just can't figure out the goddamn puzzle, I guess. I see what WWE is doing with the WWE Unreal show. They're giving these indie bookers some insight on how to book a half-decent card, Tony Khan. Well, I will say shout out friend of the channel and homie Big Trouble Ben Bishop that pointed out even with with the LFG show of, hey, indie talent, this is showing you what WWE is quote unquote looking for. So if you want to start working that way, they're telling you what they're, trying to line up between that, the WWID program, between WWE Evolve. They're very much getting invested beyond just their regular scope. And granted, I've heard KJ's favorite publication, Cultaholic, put out an article saying that WWE is planning to rebrand of AAA as NXT Mexico. So I'm sure the internet will have a field day with that. But Kid Rivos with a $10 super chat. He doesn't have a move that pop, quote unquote, Austin. If he counters Luthez punches, got a pop, the stunner, major pop, rock the elbow, rock bottom. Central Jay's big moves are flat. Rollins went through this for a bit. Fair again. I'm not going to deny that Jay probably isn't the best in-ring worker that they have in the main roster. I don't think that that's, an unfair argument. I would say right now that he very much fits the momentum, fits the crowd and everything. And again, not expecting, I guess I know I argued against the hot potato argument before, but here's where the hot potato works a bit of we had super long reigns of Roman. We're literally potentially going to get a John Cena reign, depending on how the story goes, till the end of till December. So we got, 6, 7, 8 months. We just had a long reign with Gunther. I don't know if KJ's in the chat. Let me know that we have Gunther on screen, but I got commercials. But we've had these long title reigns. We just had a long reign with Cody. So you can have a moment to where Jay wins it. Jay gets a big moment, and it's almost becoming a bigger thing. When he loses, I guess, yeah. So I do have Gunther out here arguing with the commentary team of West Jey Uso. What did he do to me? Yeah. Oh, you guys don't like what I'm doing with what I bought with my money? Huh? Am I too much into the Easter basket to make sense of that? But yeah. NXT Mexico, whatever happened with NXT Europe, don't worry, that's going to just be progress. That's going to be, remember, they bought them for a bit. So don't worry, it'll happen as Gunther's ripping the headset off, headset and glasses, all one fell swoop on Michael Cole. He shoves McAfee, chokehold, got the Hajime on the Michael Cole. He's choking out. McAfee fighting Gunther. No one had this on their goddamn bingo card. Is McAfee fighting Gunther right now? Yes, Pat just literally, don't you turn your back on a, yeah, exactly. Don't you turn your back on a guy like that, because that's when you get choked out. He had a big night out, now he's getting choked out. Rough day for Pat McAfee, getting choked out. But yeah, he's literally locked in. And I like that. So this is so, where are we going to a Pat McAfee Gunther angle? But I like that we had his whole friend group that was right there, right by ringside, that we even kind of mentioned before and poked fun at. But they instantly hop the fucking turnbuckles, or hop the barricade, and are clawing and trying to get any bit of anywhere close to this to break this up. And the SWAT team of security holds them back. Granted, I mean, again, AJ Hawk will be hosting Pat McAfee's show. Well, if AJ Hawk was there, no one's, stopping that guy. No one's blocking him. Is he there? I know I saw D-Butt. I know I saw Butler, but Jesus, like, as the crowd is chanting Q Gunther right now, I don't know how long you have to have a choking, but before someone ceases to be, but I feel like that was like 3 minutes longer than you needed to have a chokehold in to end somebody, as the whole crowd's just chanting Q Gunther. Are we going to get at Backlash Pat McAfee versus Gunther? But I do, if this develops, I'm super interested to see where this develops. I thought it was going to be a Michael Cole spot. He starts out there just kind of hip tossing and throwing him around. And who's going to be the commentary team now? Do we have to bring in Corey Graves? As Adam Pearce, this 100%, they're selling it, looking at it, building it like this was not supposed to be here. As again, his friends are still literally trying to rush to him of like, let me help him. This feels so crazy to me. As we got a now a McAfee chant, we got a Q Gunther chant. I know he choked out an announcer. Great, yeah, all this. He just was world champ and everything. But this actually feels like this was real. This feels like genuine goddamn emotion involved in this and everything. And I know we had the attitude era. Should this be the authentic era a little bit? Because every second of that felt genuine of you've been on every side of that equation of regardless beyond of where this goes of is this, Gunther's just going to raise hell and destroy everybody on his way out. Now, granted, this is maybe taking a lot long with McAfee going all the way up. So we're accompanying him all the way out. So Cole and McAfee leaving with Pierce. So who's going to be the commentary team? But you've been there where you've seen your friend getting beat up, getting jumped, what have you, and you want to instantly, despite the situation, where it's on site, and seeing them all hop the barricade and getting pulled apart. That's the first time in a long time security's actually made sense in wrestling. Segue points. I don't know how to spin that, sir.
Dude, who cares about the segue? I mean, this is chaos. I loved how they did that in the sense of, I mean, again, Gunther was a hard hitting, no bullshit champion. He loses to Jey Uso, and it's just I'm taking my anger out on anybody. And you got to remember who's one of the biggest advocates of Jey Uso, one of the biggest starters of the Jey Uso party. It's Pat McAfee up on that table with his hand swing, and Michael Cole looking whiter than white, trying to follow along. I like what they did, and they had Pat's friends jump over the barricade and cause more chaos, and you got security holding them back. And I thought that was a really well done segment. Where does it go? Remember, Pat's trained. Like, I know people don't like Pat sometimes, but he's fully trained by one of the best. He spent a lot of time with Rip Rogers.
All right, well, I'm not going to insult Rip Rogers, but move along.
Why? Why can't we talk about Pat being trained?
No, I had to cough. That's why. That's all. And then I missed the button.
Yeah, well, The Rock's got to show up for work.
Fair, but no, I think. Go ahead.
Gunther versus Cross versus Rusev versus Bronson. We just put all the big guys in one ring. Let's go.
Well, I like very much that it was initially going to be that Michael Cole moment. You thought it was going to be kind of that way of he's out there, he's choking out Michael Cole, and then Pat stands up and fights for him.
Yeah.
And the second I sat there and said, don't turn your back on a guy like Gunther. Locks in a chokehold. And the best thing about that, I think, to me, was his friends being at ringside. As much as they didn't, you might not like the DLC package on 2K24, but that felt genuine. That was bench clear and brawl.
100%. Right, and I think in addition to that, the fact that it would be unbelievable for Pat to stand there and watch Cole get beat up, right? Like, everybody, even if Pat's not a trained guy or whatever, that's my buddy, that's my little buddy. I got to jump in. I'm a former football player,
King and JR. It's JR was the commentary guy, was the push the glasses up and everything like that, while Jerry the King was the former wrestler. Pat McAfee's the former NFL player. All of that. Of even if I'm not a wrestler, I'm a former athlete. I'm the guy here, so I gotta at least fight back.
100%. And again, the whole commercial was dedicated to Pat in the back, choking still. He's red in the face. Then we got a sky view of Vegas. Now we're getting a commercial for Perth in October. John Cena will be in Perth.
Fair. That was maybe. Was it a bit too long on Pat though? Post choke, they walked this man all the way from ringside all the way up the ramp. Did we get him a pillow? Did we get him a stuffy?
You said it. How long is it before you end somebody if you choke them?
Well, the choke was a thing, but the walking up the ramp and shit.
You sell it. Now, Pat won't come back. Who replaces Pat on commentary?
Well, and is Cole gone too? Because Cole walked up the ramp with him. That was my big question of what's the commentary team look like now?
As we go to a replay and Cole says, please bear with us.
And I like this of, again, I mentioned it while you were on your pause there, of how you had the Attitude Era. This almost feels like the authentic era of, to where that felt like actual genuine, like if I can turn just that little bit of that suspension of disbelief, and I don't got to make a big turn, I just got to maybe dial it a little bit back, of that feels like he really just went out there and like, all right, so you want to cheer, you want to yeet, you were the big guy that was out there cheering for me after I got my title beat. All right, bitch, I'm gonna choke you. Go. I don't care if I get fined. Go ahead, throw my ass out. I'll come back around. I'll choke you out again.
Dance now. Dance now.
Yeah, yeet now.
Yeah, see, Pat's still in the back, drinking water. Again, yeah, I mean,
well, I get it. I get it, Pat's gone. I get it, Pat's done. I don't need to keep seeing, do I need to see his EKG? Do I need to get the medical records on Pat? I get it, he's done.
I want Gunther to show back up. But again, I mean, if you're going to give him a beating, you know, from a guy like Gunther, you sell it. But Cole's gone too.
That's what I'm saying. So we might get a whole new team.
We need you. Are we going to get JR and King?
We couldn't get Sting at the Hall of Fame, but we did get JR on low.
Right? Yeah, like who is coming in?
Corey and Nigel? Oh.
What did he just say?
I don't know. I just heard a pop.
Oh, so Michael Cole gets a pop for saying, I'm not going to let some bully like ruin this. So Joe's here, but Michael Cole is on his way back.
Tessitore looks like a dad that just showed up after work at a softball game. 100%.
Fresh from the finance meeting.
Yeah, literally, he's got the suit skin sewn out here. Well, I like this. A tertiary note of VKM being outed is the birth of an appreciation of Michael Cole on the microphone. Because even if you go to the McAfee show to where he's going back and forth with Paul Heyman, you go to Big Night Out, you drunk Michael Cole is amazing. But even what he's done now, Michael Cole.
That is funny as hell. Michael Cole getting over his big time right now.
Yeah, only second to Michael Caine is Michael Cole.
The Mexican announcers take over. Joe Hendry. Gunther is literally a joke. I don't know at what point that comes in, ABJ. I'm sorry, buddy. I don't understand this at all. He is the epitome of a pro wrestler, so you may have to elaborate a little bit, but that seems a really long dart in the dark.
Yeah, well, I got a Dom in the dark of I've got dirty Dom, dirty Dom.
All right. Is this the main event?
I don't know, because that's the thing, is this could literally be 10 minutes or we could have another 40 minutes and beyond with this. We don't know when this ship ends. It feels like we do this on Saturday and Sunday. We started it off and we don't know when the shit ends. I feel like we're there again.
So Dom coming out to the ring, folks. He will be defending against Penta here tonight. And again, I mean, lots of twists and turns tonight. I'm not sure there's many people out there that can complain. I will admit, like, honestly, Dom do, by the way, ignore the missing M.
Diddy, Dom, diddy, do.
But this is one of the best episodes of Raw I've ever covered as a streamer.
Well, I think it's especially, and it's really, if you want to take the whole weekend into account, of you had a really great WrestleMania for 40 and a really, really, really weak Raw after WrestleMania. And I feel like we've had the adverse of that. We've had really, like, we started off slow. We've just built and built and built and built. Like, I'm still waiting for, at some point tonight, Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Paul Heyman. Yeah, don't worry. I know, like I said, that's why I'm not expecting this to be the end. That's why I might go and take a pause, because I know I got Penta, but I'm still expecting the Penguin. Yeah, sorry. I know. I'll do the
Your
thing.
goodbye's long enough that you'll be here till the show's over. But ladies and gentlemen, the show rolls on. The fun rolls on. Here comes Penta. And again, we do still have an advertised Seth segment, Punk's in the house. So what will that look like? That's obviously coming after this match. Somebody asked, do you think Penta can win the title? Tonight, Andy, all bets are off. It is possible. It could happen. Do I think it's likely? No, but I also didn't think the women were going to drop titles tonight. So your guess as good as mine. Going BDQ Finn, okay. Seth is next. Here comes Dom. So it looks like we're definitely going over the allotted, what we've come to know as the 2.5 hour mark, where WWE has been pretty comfortable pulling out. Pause. But this match is going to go for a few minutes at least. And then we still have Seth, Punk, Paul, Dom to retain. Get your votes in. Let me know. As it's been a crazy night here on the channel. We're back at it tomorrow. NXT is going to be insane. We are live for that. The thumbnail has Becky and Lyra on it. Now it's going to have to go back to Liv and Raquel. But we will be here live tomorrow for that. We'll see what the fallout of Stand and Deliver is. Dynamite on Wednesday, coming off an amazing Dynamite. Can they follow it up with a really good one this week? Thursday, TNA Impact, the go-home show for Rebellion. Friday, SmackDown. Sunday, Rebellion. All your favorite wrestling, a whole bunch to cover. We're going to be here all week long. We've been here all week long, and I think we're approaching close. I don't even know what the math is anymore, but it's well over 20 hours in the last 3-4 days. Dom Do, 53%. Neck and neck. The chat is torn. Almost a tie. Got Dom for the win. Finn Balor turns on Dom after the match. Fair. When did Dirty Dom become this big baby face? What happened to change everybody's mind? Everybody's. Another title change. Maybe. Dom turns heel. Dirty Dom. Dom and Penta are so awesome. Amazing entrance. Again, Dom has got himself over by just being him. You might have Anthony. Penta for the win. There's people complaining in the Flippers chat. Probably. The best ever Raw was in Monday in September 2002. So I got to, again, probably a great Raw. I can't specifically pull that one out the top of my head. But at the end of the day, as far as covering live streams, this might be the most fun Monday I've had ever, if not in a long time. I think Boston said it. It actually feels like a Raw after Mania. And for a few years, it didn't. They knew what people were expecting and almost purposely went the other way. So this feels good tonight. Dominic Mysterio to retain KJ and Nick. I know the chokehold Gunther did. I've been on both sides. Nothing like intent behind that choke. Again, you turn a man red. You hold him long enough, he will go out. Finn gonna screw. Yeah, I could see Finn getting involved. Penta for the win. Let's go, Dom. I think that Dom's still destined for a pretty decent run here. So I could see Finn getting involved, but Dom getting away with the belt. Is Rey Mysterio... Is there like did I miss half that sentence? Nick leaves, Finn turns, right? Adam Copeland returns to take over the Judgment Day. Shadow Meadow, let's go. Let's go, Tom. Finn Balor. We'll get Dom DQ'd. Let's see. Let's go. Love the chat blowing up over triple digits here tonight. We appreciate all the love. Over 100 likes in the chat, almost 130. So make sure you click that like button. Don't forget those little reaction buttons on the side. If you like what we're saying, let the world know. It's not for the title. Oh, I thought it was for the title. No. Okay, my bad. My bad. Non-title's kind of lame. We still have SmackDown after Mania. Friday, we already teased Malachi Black. Randy Orton's going to be there. Cena's supposed to be there, I do believe. So, yeah, I mean, again, SmackDown. Oh, TLC, by the way. So, not a shortage of excitement for it is for the title. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. And we still have SmackDown. Got that one. How many years did it take for Dirty Dom to turn face? I mean, he started out as a really squeaky clean baby face, Ray's kid in Ray's shadow. When was that? 4 or 5 years ago when he finally turned. So whatever that duration's been since. KJ, I'm looking forward to Jamie Hayter versus Statlander. Could really go either way. I like this match, and it is hard to call, Kyle. I'm excited for Wednesday. I mean, coming off spring breakthrough, Dynamite was amazing last week. It was their best Dynamite of the year, and Collision was a little lackluster. I was a little disappointed with them not following it up with some strength. But Wednesday, I hope they follow up last week with more of what we got. As Dom ties Penta to the ring rope, and kicks him in the face. Rude. He's no babyface. Tell that to the crowd. How many got that one? We still have SmackDown. Got that one. All right, Spaz. I'm going to click on this. I haven't read it yet. Don't get me in trouble. Takeover in Perth, Clash in Paris, 2-night SummerSlam, War Games in a baseball field, Battleground in Tampa, New Mex, Worlds Collide, and Money in the Bank the same day. All gas, no breaks. We sleep when we dead. Let's go. That's 2025. Again, Spaz, we're going to be live for every minute of it. As Penta hits a sling blade, was Rey Mysterio what? Are we playing? Why are you guys playing with my emotions? What benefits are TNA getting out of the working with WWE? I don't know. Let's start with their world champion was just seen by 60,000 people in a stadium and by millions worldwide. So when people go, who's that guy? And why is everyone going nuts for him? That's one. Let's talk about the TNA relationship as far as NXT goes. Lots of back and forth. NXT talent going over to TNA a lot. I know our buddy Anthony is our resident TNA guy. He will fully explain all the benefits of TNA, but the exposure, the excitement. I mean, if anyone out there thinks that TNA is not getting a good end of this deal, they don't get it. And I'm sorry, pal, if that includes you, but you got to really understand what it means to get this kind of exposure at this level. There's wrestlers out there that will never wrestle a WrestleMania or wrestle in front of that many people. But we see the TNA World Champion at Rumble. We see him at Mania. We see the crossovers. We see the work they're doing with each other. Ethan Page is going to be on Rebellion, putting WWE talent on a show. Even when you talk about Bloodsport with GCW, you announce 6-7 people from WWE are going to be on that card. You get more eyes. It's about that more than anything else. And it's been a good working relationship. Moose Oba delivered. I mean, again, I can't find a fault in it. If Penta wins, we will have to do a welfare check on Tony down in Jacksonville. Maybe. Head scissors off the top. Thank you again, Spaz, for another $10, man. Far too kind. Far too kind. Pi May lead Judgment Day. Gunther should come back out there and choke. Get Cole again, actually. Just jump over and grab Cole again. Penta wins non-title. Okay. Now I'm getting mixed messages from the chat. As Finn is here. Oh, and Penta just dropped on his head. Ouch. They were trying to do a Hurricane Rana spot off the apron, and it ended up being a power bomb. Michael Cole smart enough to play with it, roll with it. Orton is now the #1 contender for the TNA title. There you go. JD McDonough's back. JD's back. JD, we haven't seen since he punctured his lung. Frog splash. And it's over. Oh, I can't believe they buried. No, that's good. That's good. That's good, folks. JD McDonough's back. Finn's uncertain what to do with himself. And it feels like they are the crew that left Finn behind. Rusev return was reported in the entertainment trades. That's awesome. WWE is changing. We need to change with it or switch over to AEW. Boring old shit. You got to evolve. And again, I still think a lot of the arguments and the hatred for WWE is a VKM WWE. I don't think it's the same product. I was here live for those really horrible, grimy, long bullshit days of Vince McMahon and Bruce Pritchard and Johnny just wearing us out. Speaking of wearing us out,
that's not exactly what I wanted to come back on, but I was going to come back on bullshit because why is it every time I take a pause, somebody returns, somebody debuts, the streak lives on of goddamn JD McDonough, Funko Pop pops back up. Again, every time I leave, some bullshit. Joe's finally got his jacket on, but yeah.
And just on a person level, JD McDonough punctured his lung, passed out because he broke his ribs, doing a moonsault. The fact that he's healthy enough, he's recovered, and he's in the building. Good for JD.
Oh, 100%. Make you famous, kid. Absolutely.
Right.
I'm super interested with all of this tonight.
Oh.
Whoa.
As Joe Tessitore is chastising Gunther.
I'm almost like, do I see just a giant Austrian man run behind?
Just waiting for the crowd to part? Like, oh, shit.
Or how you do it is you get a Ludwig, you get an Eichner. He pops back up and chokes somebody out.
As now we are getting a video package of, and Vikingo's in it.
Again, wellness check maybe on TK. And when did we start gangbanging on filters? Because I saw some people that were upset because of the yellow filter that they gave El Grande Americano, 2 scoops cappuccino out there of, oh my God. And then you have that, and you have the same people that are like, I can't wait to see this man wrestle in AAA.
Look at this shit. Welcome home. He's a hero. He was embraced in the Gulf of somewhere.
It's supposed to be bullshit. Yeah. Like, are we in such a society at this point that we literally see so much bullshit every day that we can't decipher when it's supposed to be bullshit and satire?
I think we've whittled down people's imagination because everything is based in reality. Our entertainment comes from the internet.
Reality feels like a fantasy.
Right? So when you say, use your imagination, they're like, what do you mean? You just show me what I'm supposed to.
You mean AI?
Right? But up next, Highlighter Rollins and Paul. Paul's got those glazing eyes again.
He's glazed like a donut, but it's super interesting to me again, where do we go with here of now, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Paul Heyman, and I am the advocate for a visionary, a revolutionary, Seth Franklin Rollins.
Right. I agree. It's coming. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be weird. It's Twilight Zone shit.
But it is also, is it best for business of now you have CM Punk that has to chase. You have Roman Reigns that you almost have a bit of an excuse if he takes a minute off. If he's got to recollect himself, he's DTA, don't trust anybody.
Right.
It was arguably the best outcome of at least Seth wins. The Seth and Heyman connection is super interesting to me.
Right. Who's your favorite R&B luchador? Teddy Pendergrass. You got one. As they are still on commercial right now, they are talking about Gunther. They're showing the replay about Gunther. They're really pushing this Gunther crossed the line narrative.
Yeah, well, speaking of pushing narratives, of the artist even bringing up the superimposing. Yes, again, it's meant to look like shit. Why are we mad? Again, this goes back to the same type of argument. Why are we mad at the guy that said he's going to ruin wrestling? Ruins wrestling. Why are we mad at logic?
Right. And again, like Grande Cappuccino.
Cappuccino Jones Grande. Yeah.
He didn't like the video is we know he didn't go back to the golf of whatever and celebrate and have a parade in his name. That's what makes all this fun and awesome.
That's the fucking point. I said it slow for the people who might be slow that didn't catch it. That's the fucking point of this. That very much it's meant to be over the top. It's meant to be so obvious you can't own that it's Chad Gable. We sat there and thought when it was going to be Ronald Mysterious, which I guess he pulled the groin. I mean, what have you? Joke inserts yourself. But that we thought that's when we get Gable loses, he gets unmasked and everything. You reveal that, but now especially it's almost he's in triple. You bought Triple Mania, throw him down there and just watch the fucking world burn because you're gonna get people that don't get it, and you're gonna just get the people that do get it cackling.
You really want rage? You just bring in Vikingo, and then the next lucha, and then the next new lucha. And you let Captain Grande go on a winning streak, just dummying all the AAA talent. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Alberto Del Rio versus El Grande Americano and the world will burn. Well, they've already said we don't want anything to do with him, and he allegedly doesn't want anything to do with them. But I mean, if I got fired from a place, it would be hard for me to say I want to work with the place I got fired from. Yeah.
If he hasn't burned the bridge to CMLL, he'll be knocking on that door pretty quick. Listen, I mean, I don't see a world where WWE ever has Del Rio on their programming.
No.
We'll see Paige before we see Del Rio.
That's literally where, shut up, get out of my head, because that's literally where my brain was going. If I was almost going to be like prop bet, which happens first, if ever, we see Paige Soraya on WWE television, or we see down, we sell Del Rio. Speaking of someone who burnt it down.
Finn needs to, so someone asked what's next for Dom. Dom will be chased by Finn. It's clear. Like, even tonight, Finn had no idea JD was coming back. You saw the shock on his face. So for my money, that's where we're heading. And I'm not saying Finn 100% beats Dom, but if anybody beats Dom, it will be Finn first.
Is it dissension amongst the Irish lads out there, or the Irish lads and lasses of, Becky turn heel, you had JD pop back up and screw over Finn, but you've now got the new iteration of Judgment Day, and we talked about it last night and even the night before, of this is now Dom's kind of moment in the sun.
Right. Ooh, Americano versus Vikingo. Imagine they give Americano the AAA Mega Championship. God.
And I can't wait to see when I open Twitter and it says, sorry, we're having technical difficulties. Please try back later.
Right.
Yeah, because that's the thing is it's already crazy that Vikingo, in full garb, by the way, was out there and got involved too with that match. So where's Tony cutting out all the Vikingo highlight footage?
Right. Gunther not returning until SummerSlam. As we have gone, so the trend has been 2.5 hours, Nick. We have gone over that already by a few minutes, and it seems like we got at least this to get through.
Well, and it makes all the sense of you started it with Cena, you end it with Rollins, you end it with one turn and one big story, and you started it the other way.
Right. I agree, Malik. I've been calling for this for a long time.
Yeah.
And do it right. Yeah, well, there you go, right? But do it proper for once. Like, Vince never understood. Vince made the little guys fight like small heavyweights. That doesn't work. and it was boring a lot of times. 205 was a little bit better at times, but just you got to let them be cruiserweights and bring a different style to the ring.
Has anyone really ever figured out cruiserweights? Because, North America always had cruiserweights and try and book them like heavyweights, and, vice versa when it comes to Mexico. If they're all cruiserweights, so you got to have somebody be a heavyweight.
Right. But we got Seth Rollins, and the fans are singing and kind of booing a little bit.
I don't hear too many moves. Of it's just really interesting. Well, with that main event, of every aspect that they went with, it was going to be good.
Right. Week by week, Gunther attacks Michael Cole, power bomb through table. So we give Michael Cole the Lana treatment, 17 straight weeks through table.
Which countdown ends faster? Gunther gets back on, or Cole gets back at Gunther, or Cena loses?
JD McDonough needs to go back to being Jordan Devlin. He shares his name. Oh, well, I mean, again, it is what it is. Yeah.
Who copied who first? Who first?
Who cares? Most people know who one is, and not many know the other.
Yeah, and that one lives in a basement. 1,969 days since. Oh, he rolled up his goddamn sign as I was reading it.
CM Punk.
Well, we know he's in attendance. We don't know if Roman's here, but we know CM Punk's in attendance.
Yeah, and again, I don't anticipate Roman. That would shock me. But Rollins doing the whole handout thing. Yeah.
Well, they're very clearly working together now at this point.
Oh, for sure. 100%.
Well, like Heyman said on the McAfee, if it was, one of them sperm of the moment ideas.
Right.
But I kind of doubt that.
Yeah, no, that's a WWE's never done cruiserweights well. WCW did them extremely well. The only issue some of them had was that ceiling, the Jerichos, the Eddies, that felt they were more than that. But realistically, Vince never liked them and never knew what to do with them. So you had the light heavyweight guys like Taka Michinoku that looked like little heavyweights, they weren't doing a whole lot of the high flying. They were just boring.
Honestly, the best version of a cruiserweight division is the junior heavyweight division, because that birthed Will Ospreay, etc. Because even WCW, I wouldn't say did it well, or they did it for a bit, and then I still remember going through when you had, the whole Rumble, and you had Jericho introducing everybody and just shitting on the entire division.
Oh, the visionary.
I am a revolutionary.
Yeah, no, Karrion's getting a push, guys.
Oh, absolutely.
Could you imagine Seth kicks a Heyman and stomps him and says, I don't need you. I needed you then, but I don't need you now?
No, because I want Heyman on my screen. I don't want to see the end of Heyman, because I feel like that would be the end of Heyman. Good, because then who do you go to now? Like now you've slid, and now Braun's got to bring you in because you restart everything? No. Yeah. Heyman just mid-pose, mid-celebration.
Oh, Punk coming up, taping those hands. You know where we're getting that Backlash, folks.
Hey, remember when everyone was so mad that we were getting Rollins and Punk the first time, and you even actually said a bunch of times of how this won't be the last time, it just is the first time? What?
Just remember I whispered that out loud. We'll hold tight. But
I don't know what you whispered, but I'll fight you on it.
They're fighting. Let's go. Year of the heel. Yeah, no shit. CM Punk has arrived. It's clobbering time. CM Punk.
Yeah, who knows the Chinese astrology and everything? Is this the year of the snake out here?
Right. Oh. Run!
But does this become the issue of like how Roman has with Seth, of what cost him at 40? I get so caught up with vengeance that I don't finish my mission.
Yeah,
my tribal chief. He's out there. You made me choose between you and my tribal chief. That's the thing. Is he keeps stopping Roman. He won't let his ex-girlfriend go.
Stomp Punk is out.
That felt like a 2-piece with the soda on the side, even though it was just one move.
Punk is down. Rollins standing over him. OTC chance. Underground match. Let's go.
I don't know. Well, I just really want to see now what's the next chapter. WrestleMania 41 feels like the end of the Bloodline book, and now what's the first chapter of the next book here?
We're going off the air. We want Roman breaks out. Roman ain't coming tonight.
Yeah, but this is still crazy. It's how you turn Roman from a heel to a babyface the first time. Of now we're ending the show. One.
Seth is just standing on Punk's head.
WrestleMania 42. We're propelling the news all the way to WrestleMania 42. Number one.
Top star in this industry. So he's advocating for his guy.
Seth freaking Rollins.
Yeah, I can live with this.
This is a scary situation because you have the two best minds in the business paired together.
Hey! No way!
Roman Reigns. And I think though, we already got the lower third. We got the the scroll. We got the credits. We're out of here as we just dump out Punk. So yeah, we thought we were going home. We were packing up.
The crowd paused.
Oh, he's coming from behind. He's definitely coming from behind.
There
He's
he
coming
is.
Down. Oh, down the ramp.
Okay. Just when we thought it was all done, folks. My head hurts.
Take an aspirin. I don't know.
Right. Stop yelling.
Use your inside voice.
Yeah. Everyone around here saying that right now. Here comes Roman. Spear.
Oh.
And he's he is so over. Uh-oh.
Anyone want to check Heyman's pants to see if they turn brown or yellow? Superman punch.
Down goes Heyman.
Roman Reigns.
I didn't think we were going to see him, Nick. Kudos.
I didn't either, but I acknowledge my tribal chief.
He's setting him up. Braun breaker. I said, remember I whispered it. Paul said today, I'm going to add a little beef. How you doing?
Well, he didn't. He answered that question, and then Spear the Punk. 100%. You're getting the House of Heyman right now. There is the house in WWE.
Bro, let's go.
Heyman house as Rollins and Breaker celebrate.
Fucking Breaker is a Heyman guy.
As should be, as foretold. Of even like I was saying, if Heyman was out there, they asked about it on the McAfee show. He didn't answer anything. But any dogs in the house? Any dogs in the house?
Braun rolls out. Roman fighting back.
Roman versus Braun Breaker is crazy.
Yeah. Roman's about to go through the barricade.
Oh, we're about to have spear on spear. Hey, Goldberg.
Yeah.
He's winding it up. Oh,
let's go.
Whoa.
Let's
it's
go.
Crazy because he hit six motherfuckers. He doesn't just spear him, he hit six of them. You hit him up. If I hit him high, hit him high. And you hit him low. We're not
done. I think there's more. Not tonight, but I do think there's more coming. And I just, I said it right when this segment started. I said, Braun Breaker, remember I whispered that.
Yeah, screw you.
Why?
I don't know. I love you.
You're not allowed to get things right? How dare you know what was
I
happening?
went through the whole emotions there. I even said I love you, and you made me fight you again. Does Seth stomp the broken can? Seth mentioned about how Paul Heyman brought in the Shield. Does Paul Heyman bring in his new shield? Does Seth bring in a new shield? And you start with now you've got your Roman Reigns and Braun Breaker. Stomp to Roman.
Stuff is happening everywhere, Nick. I know we want to talk about it. Big kiss, big hug. Paul in the middle, the evil fucking genius of it all. And this is only the beginning. He said this is going to ripple all the way to 42.
The godfather of all of this, 100%.
I need a smoke and a pancake.
Can we take a double pause? Can we both just go, let's all go to the lobby?
We'll come back for your ratings in 10 minutes.
We'll come back in 10 minutes. We'll be here like 10 to 15 minutes.
And Bradley pointed out, like the credits came up 5 minutes ago.
No, more than that, like 15 minutes ago. What are you talking about?
Well, I mean,
I know.
It took me a while to get to him. The new Dangerous Alliance. That's it. Give him the old fucking phone too.
Meltzer? What?
Right? Borrowed from Meltzer. But ladies and gentlemen, that is Raw. It's off the air. That is Raw after Mania. And my God, it might have been better than parts of Mania.
That was Mania Night 2. Fuck, Mania Night 1 was the go-home show.
That's one of the best shows I've ever covered. That is a fucking 10. That is a 10. That is a 10 all day fucking long. I don't give a shit. I had so much fun. That is a 10.
Spinal Tap, but these go to 11.
Right?
That established the Raw after Mania, from everything from starting off with John Cena to you get nothing. You get nothing. And I loved we started with the countdown clock of I've got X amount of appearances left on my contract, and you have till now to beat me. To someone take this off of me. Otherwise, the real champion is the last champion. And then you pop up with Randy Orton. So much the goddamn hard camera shakes and hits an RKO. And you clearly know the main event. And you bookend that now with Punk gets taken out. Roman gets taken out. Braun Breaker's a Heyman guy. Like the ending credits ended like 20 minutes ago. I'm waiting for Captain America to pop up and say, "What are you still doing here? What are you waiting for?" With this, goddamn.
So, ladies and gentlemen, get your ratings out of 10 in the chat. What did you think about Raw? How did you like it? What didn't you like? Again, I'm very, very picky with my 10s, but from start to finish, I enjoyed tonight. So much wove together. If I was Heyman, pull Becky into it. Fuck it. Make her a part of this. But it feels like when the villains take over Gotham, Nick. That's what tonight felt like. The villains have taken over Gotham, and who will save the day? Right? The Penguin got punched.
Well, yeah, the Penguin punch. That's the next WrestleMania 42 watch party and everything. But yeah, this is very much. It's funny you said you're picky with 10s. Normally 10s are picky with me. But
I like 2s.
I have been with 2 5s. I've never been with a 10, but I have been with 2 5s. But I do, and it's 100%. It is the joke that is the joke of this is goddamn Gotham. This is Arkham Asylum let loose right now. Of Christ, you got Killer Cross out there ready to can tell everyone to go fuck themselves. And just fantastic. You have Seth Rollins, the man who laughs, out there with the Penguin. It is 100% heels over strong, definitely right now. But again, we've been in an era of baby faces. So now we go into an era of darkness. I need a hero.
Yes, we flipped the script tonight. It felt good. We got Julia, we got Roxy, we got Cena, we got RKO, we got Sammy. That was the only segment where we were waiting for it.
Please,
And they were like,
please don't do it. Please don't do it.
I felt like a cat following the string of like, where are they going? Where are they going? Oh, now? No? Okay. No, for me, man, they delivered in a big way. A lot of heat last night for how Mania played out, but what a response. And the best part of tonight might have been no Travis Scott.
That's it.
Raw tonight was 10 out of 10. Did you give an official number? Or you just assuming?
11. Final tap.
11. You're going 11. Okay. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. I saw a 9. Braun is the future, and Paul Heyman is the guy to teach him everything. He's so naturally good. You give him the toolage of Paul Heyman, and he is now a generational guy.
It's been teased for the longest time, and I think that shows the best outcome of even he dropped the IC belt at Mania. If you're going to drop the IC belt and you're going to become a Paul Heyman guy, I think the IC belt's worth dropping. And surprisingly, the guy who picked the ball up and ran with it is Dirty Dom, Dirty Dom of man out here getting all the babyface reactions. We're in the upside down. We're in doomsday. We're in the end game here, folks. Of the heels are getting booed, or like the heels are getting cheered and the faces are getting booed.
And I mean, again, we get JD McDonough back tonight, which was crazy. Another part of the story, Finn clearly wasn't clear on the plan. Dom has taken over Judgment Day, even if it's not officially done yet. They're teasing that. Backlash is going to give us Cena Orton. My God, way to respond. If you listen to Hunter's post Mania media scrum, this is a guy that's not shying away from criticism. This is a guy that's not ducking and dodging and diving and dodging. He is literally, okay, they didn't like that. Let's try this. And tonight, I thought he fucking smashed a home run. The only reason I said Braun Breaker's name is I figured, what is Seth going to do if they both show up? And then I said to you, Roman's not showing up. And my God, that was the best Mania after a Raw after Mania in ages.
Absolutely. He's learned the 5 Ds of dodgeball. Absolutely. But yeah, just
11.
Holy shit, my God. And to think, we literally might have to edit a thumbnail for tomorrow just based on a result from this. Like, that's insane.
Tag title change. Becky goes heel. We forgot about that. Yeah, they fucked up my thumbnail. Thank you. I
didn't do it. Why are you mad at me for it?
You, them.
What'd you say for me?
Not everything about you. 10 plus. Epic Raw. I'll admit that's one of the first times Raw has not felt like 3 hours. I mean, again, it gave us the end credits at like not fucking 10:40 and then went another 15. Here we are at 11 o'clock p.m. after doing all the shows we've done over the last couple days. And this might be the most energy we've had since Friday.
well, even a little bit. I mean, I don't need to be doing this, the slaps and I'm not a bald fraud and everything. But yeah, no. Of when we were out here on Saturday, it was 11 and a half hours. And I've said towards the end, it still felt like we were in the first half hour. Right? We were literally all the way through. And that's why I was like, don't worry, we're going to go long here. We've still got this. It was 2.5, like much closer to 3 hours, and it literally felt like it might have been that maybe 15 minutes, and it went over 2.5 hours. Right. Like, it felt so short, but so good.
It's gonna be funny because all the clickbait out there of fans demand Hunter's job after such a poor WrestleMania. What do they say today? What do you say today now? What's the headline today, guys? Fans change their mind. They're stupid. We got it.
If you subscribe to a media outlet, or I guess if you even listen to a media outlet that says some things like that, maybe just question your choices. I won't tell you to not listen to who you choose to listen to, but maybe just question your sources. Because that's hard to shake a stick at, my guy.
Right. And we're coming back tomorrow for NXT. So again, not a shortage of rest. I mean, not a whole lot of
Ain't no rest for the wicked. Money don't go on tree.
I give it a 9 out of 10. Favorite part of the show was the return of Rusev. Rusev! All the other shit. Rusev beat up tag teams for no reason, but we loved it.
Rusev Day.
Worst part of the show was Gunther attacking Pat. I love that. It worked really well. Plenty of seeds planted. 9 out of 10. Best Raw of the year. Yeah, one of the most enjoyable wrestling shows of 2025 for sure. I can't believe Raw is late in WrestleMania 41. Great night tonight. Yeah, fuck.
Well, it's just one of those of like, God damn it, wrestling's cool again. I know you mentioned about, though, even with Spring Breakthrough and everything, arguably one of the best bits of AEW through 2025 so far. Like, why are we just always mad about shit? Why can't we just like find, for those who say enjoy the wrestling, there's a lot of shit to enjoy. This is the buffet, and why are you mad that they only have cantaloupe and not honeydew?
Yeah, I mean, I grew up in a hockey world where, like, you can tell the other team, like, good game. You beat the even you get a scrap. Oh, good fight. Like, you can have that moment of like, that was a good episode. Good job. I might not like your company, but you did good tonight.
Shit, we do it. Good argument. Good argument.
Charlie O.
Right.
Man, if Sammy turned heel, I'm not ruling it out yet, but my God.
No, don't say it. Don't say it. My heart can't take it. Don't do that to me.
It might actually make Sammy a little more interesting. We'll see.
I don't care if he's interesting. I just want to like him. I want to have a spot of tea. I want to have, I want to sit in a nook with, Sami Zayn and just talk about the latest book we read and shit.
Right.
He's just a guy I want to have over.
Hang out with, right?
Exactly. He's a friend.
Right. 10 out of 10. Then the whole better than the hold of WrestleMania. A couple people saying it's better than WrestleMania. And remember, WrestleMania gets graded on such a different scale than the weekly show. And I mean, again, not that tonight from start to finish, they only had to put that together, a few hours opposed to, 2 nights of fucking entertainment. So yeah, I mean, from the start to finish, that was highly fucking fun. 8 out of 10. I would have liked a bit more in the ring. Come on, David.
We had title changes. We had multiple title matches and everything. I mean, well, let's be honest though. We don't need to be out here gangbanging over an 8 out of 10 rating.
No, it's good.
Really
it's good. It's more the sentiment. Like, that's where we sound like spoiled fans sometimes of, and not you, Dave. 8's fine, but like all this shit happens. It's like, we could have got a little more in the ring. Like, bro, come on. 9,
right.
10, 9, 10, 10, dun, dun, dun.
Really well, does it feel like we had a little bit of like the snowball effect of we had night 1 that ends really on the best note, and it snowballed straight into night 2, and now we leapfrog and we go all the way through the Raw after Mania, which really restored the feeling of a Raw after Mania, because that used to be really fucking special.
Right.
Oh, now we've just got nothing but a whole new launching pad on the way to 42. We literally, the night after 41, we're having WrestleMania 42 brought up.
Yeah, we're building towards it because that's this. Now we're this season, so everything builds to 42, and then I love it. Do it like this, but maybe make your season. I know. Is it not indicative of shows to have kind of a shitty season finale? We got to come back. So maybe do a little better on that. But I listen, I know some of this was already pre-planned, but I think the crew knew, just because they're paying attention enough, that, they had to come out swinging tonight. They really did. 10 from John. I wonder if people, listen, anybody that thinks it's crumbling, even if tonight was a 5, WWE is the furthest thing from crumbling, period.
Yeah. I was trying to come out with a witty comeback, and my brain's like, nope, don't have one.
Right, 10, smoke them cones. Let's go, folks. Okay, we are going to gear up and get through these last few comments. Remember, back tomorrow, 7:45 p.m. for NXT. Looking forward to it. Raw kicked ass on 11. It's 9 p.m. here. Lucky you. Raw was all right. It wasn't Ring of Honor. Corey, I love it.
Corey, you're just doing that to get people mad.
The LMAO helps. 8.5, perfect 10. Listen, I don't think I've ever emphatically gone off like, that's 100%. Like, let's not fuck this one up. So I appreciate what they pulled off tonight. When the moon hits your eyes, like a big pizza pie, that's amore. 11 out of 10. A lot. 10, 11. Yes, I don't know what I said, but 11. Again, we're going to the Meltzer ratings where we can make up the numbers as we want. No, but 11's good. 11 makes sense.
Yeah, but at least we admit that we make the shit up versus pretending that it means shit. Even Seth, our visionary, our revolutionary, our Monday Night Messiah out there, even taking shots at Meltzer.
Yeah.
Oh, this is just one guy nitpicking at something, and well, I didn't like this.
Absolutely. I mean, we're going to start sending our chat ratings to Cultaholic so they can spew out some other bullshit that they didn't make up.
No, well, just go and give your ratings on us and on Cage Match and see how well that works out.
Oh, shit. 9 out of 10. Let's go. Bret Hart was, Raw was 4 out of 10. Yeah, Bret Hart. Raw was 5 out of 5 stars. Let's go. All right, y'all. Tonight will be one for the records. That's it, folks. We appreciate you. We love you. We thank you for all your support. We thank you for being here on night in, night out. Again, we got more coming your way. Check out all our socials. Click the little bell so you don't miss a thing. And man, I'm so out of energy right now. That was a 10. That's a 10.
Fair enough. Well, that was Spinal Tap, but I do find this funny of MDB.
Right.
Yeah, profound American scholar, Big Nick, of just
is
my comment. But that's at this point, my guy. Yeah, this is now 100% undeniably 11 out of a 10. Our shit is real. Our shit is raw. Our shit is authentic. When you talk about that risk, you better put that full life with it.
The show was a 10, folks. I'm gonna go cuddle with a 10. Have a good night. See you on the flip side. Good night.